Do you ever get accused of being drunk when you're just depressed like me? No, I don't get accused of being drunk, but... Oh, good, Marin. As long as you had fun, huh? You need to get a suck. Pig puncher, I'm afraid that just doesn't cut it. Oh, yeah. We just killed Pontiff Sullivan. We can move on out now, huh? We already leveled up. Do we need our souls for anything else? Balthazar with the $2. Do you believe U.S. politics is a zero-sum game? No, I don't. Everyone benefits from the existence of leftist policies when they're implemented. Now, in terms of advocacy, even then, no. I still think we disproportionately benefit from moving to the left in terms of like broader political strategy. I don't think that success on the part of, say, for example, the Justice Democrats, like the Squad, is to the detriment of us, leftists, you know? Somniostatic, definitely. Just knowing that you can get through it is pretty much it. This is, I think, the worst depressive episode that I have had since I first realized I had bipolar disorder and manic depression. Speaking of, your question, Balthazar, I only just got your dono from yesterday. Balthazar228 with the very much delayed $20. Thank you very much, comrade. I meant if Bernie would run third party. It seems nigh impossible for Biden, even staring down apocalypse, would do enough in the first 4 years to make it by the 8 to 9 year deadline. There will be congressional pushback hard. Oh, trust me, I'm quite doomer about Biden myself. I'm not contesting that. Do you know that Biden has told Republicans, hey, if you're Republican, vote for me, sure, but stay a Republican. This country needs Republicans. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the Democratic frontrunner saying this country needs Republicans in this political climate? Is that really who we need? I need to do more of a takedown on Biden. It seems redundant because everyone and their mum who follows me already hates Biden, but I truly despise that piece of shit. And this person probably isn't here now, but I'm going to say hello to them anyway. Droven, with the incredibly generous $35. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Again, this is the tail end of the last stream. They must have been watching with a delay, and I didn't. And they donated after I ended the stream. My mother would be considered conservative and believes the only way to help people ultimately is through charity. Can you give some pointers on how to argue against that point? I hate this text cap. Yeah. So there are tons of institutional problems that cannot be addressed through charity. Like, period. You fucking kidding me? I need to do that faster. There are a ton of institutional problems that simply cannot be addressed in the through charity. It simply doesn't work that way. There are services the government is only capable of providing. You can't do it through private charities. For example, jobs guarantee programs, workplace revitalization programs, infrastructural revitalization programs, increased education Wait, I just chilled at the bonfire. Shouldn't they be back? Wait. Quit out? I don't want to quit out. I have to go to another bonfire, then come back. I know what I need to do. But moreover, the problem isn't just with what charity is capable of doing. The bigger problem is with what charity can realistically do. Now, is it hypothetically possible? Is it hypothetically possible? Is it conceivable that with phenomenal distribution of charity wealth, we can fix a bunch of institutional issues in this country? Yeah, it is conceivable. The problem is that is literally never going to happen. It never has happened. Charity is a subsidization of government work. When there is a charity doing work, that is an indication that there are people out there suffering and in need, and the government is not providing resources to them. And when people benefit from charity, very often it is only a small, tiny percentage of the people who actually need that help. We hear about charity cases so often because they go into the portfolios of business people who use them for PR and for tax credits. But tell me, what charity can address the fact that 80% of this country's population lives paycheck to paycheck? Is there any such program? I got one. Probably not. Oh, chat's disconnecting early today, huh? There we go. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, I forgot. We're embered in this area. Oh, no. Oh, God. This is the premier PvP area for Dark Souls 3. Like, easily. Oh, shit. Balthazar with the $5, doesn't the alternative minimum tax literally make it so wealthy can't donate past a certain amount without incurring worse tax than the... Yeah. Because we don't actually want wealthy people to be giving a fuck ton of their money away through charitable donations. Why would they ever want to do that? The wealthy write these laws. Why would they make those choices? This fucker's hiding. So the way invasions work, usually, is that the player comes to fuck you up, and all the enemies are on their side. So I could just start fighting an enemy. And they'll show up. I can try to wait them out, too. I have not anchovy, but I plan on covering it. Oh. No, this is not the NPC invader. This is a very human invader. We need to clear the top floor first. I thought invaders could aggro enemies as well. Nope, not the typical type of invader, no. When you're invading with the red eye orb, you are the ally of the enemies in that world. There are some types of invasions that allow the enemy mobs to attack you as well, but... Where? Where? Nino, I do not. Twilight Monk with $1, thank you. Twilight Monk, the reason why people had a problem with the ending of Legend of Korra is because they felt like they pussied out of really developing a lesbian relationship. Yeah. The essential criticism is that they wanted, like, the woke points of having the lesbian kiss at the end, but they didn't want to put that much effort into developing the relationship because it would have been, like, too hard to get past the censors. And Balthazar with the $5... Okay, Warrior of Sunlight. Ah, shit. Oh, no! Oh! No. No. Shit. See, the fireballs didn't hit him. Nope, I'm not letting you go, motherfucker. Oh, yeah? Gotta time it. Gotta time the roll. Yeah. Why is your health so low? That... Oh, God! Alright. 2v1. Fuck me. Something tells me... No. Fucking... Nope. Alright. We traded for that one, huh? There's the Eldritch Faithful coming. Yep, here we go. Oh yeah, I love embering in this area. Alright, okay. Away from the fireballs, let's go. Oh yeah. Back up here. Okay, this one has more health. And the fucking ring. Come on. Yes! Team kill! You fucking baby. You out Estus? Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. I know your roll time. Yeah. You. He's trying to fucking knife me! This is the most scuffed ass fucking PvP combat. I swear. God, the fucking fireballs, dude. If I can get these two, I can cut the fireballs I'm dealing with in half, though. And he knows that, so he's trying to stay by him. But he's too weak! Trade! Oh! He's coming. Oh my god! Oh shit! No, 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 no. He didn't run fast enough. Oh no! Yeah, run back to your fucking fireballs. Get away. Chase him back, then get this one. Too late. Chase him back, then get this one. Slowly but surely. Oh, you're almost out of fireball, dudes. He knows. He's running back. He knows. But I don't want to fight those two guys and you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There are NPCs there. Yeah, no, I'm aware. I see them. Yeah. Yeah, I can clearly get here. Ah, shit. Fuck. I got baited. Ah, shit. Oh, God. All right. Ow. Oh, no! Not like this! No! Fuck! All right. That's okay. I won that one, okay? Listen, I won in spirit. That dude was a coward. You guys are not accustomed to Dark Souls 3 PvP combat. If you think that was anything other than the standard fucking experience, would you be willing to do a stream about autism and disability rights sometimes? Asking as a fellow autistic. Hope you feel better, by the way. Oh, I won't be this stream, but thank you, comrade. I definitely should. That's something that I would like to do. Though a lot of people, some people have said I have no right to speak on autism issues because I'm not like, because I don't like pass as an autist or whatever. Probably never failure. A coalition government would probably be preferable to what we have today. I learned today that destiny is by... What, from that YouTube video? Whoa! Hello? Whoa! Don't scare me like that, game. Caius with the $1. Thank you! Considering my current drunken sad feels, can we just take a moment to discuss how fucking hard it is for masked guys to feel emotionally validated? We truly do live in a society. That's true. We do live in a fucking society. That is true. Yeah, masculine men, unironically, have it super fucking hard in certain respects. Particularly when it comes to emotional support, identity, that kind of stuff. 100%. I like the spooky noise. actually know what that spooky noise is, by the way. I don't think it's these dudes, because I've fought these dudes before, and they didn't make that noise. Wasn't there another? I feel like there was another. Yeah, true, Wax Newman. No, there isn't? Then why is there still spooky noise? How can I get informed on current events and the news besides you and Twitter? Oh, fuck, I don't know. I get most of my breaking news from Twitter. You just need to know how to, like, who to follow, really. In terms of, like, keeping informed on current issues, I don't really know. Like, most of the people get their news from decentralized sources. No problem, how's the chatter? Never apologize for not donating. People get their news from pretty decentralized sources these days. It used to be like, oh, you want reliable info? Like, here are the sites you trust, you know? But these days, with content curation operating the way it does, it's a lot more pragmatic to say, like, okay, you can get your stories from wherever. Make sure they're vetted by these groups. Yeah, Gina Ragnos. Dark Souls PvP is nothing if not unfair. Fuck you. Look how much easier this is without a fucking Solaris running around. Yeet. Solaris? Wait, what's his fucking name? What's his name if not Solaris? Yeah, Solaire, there we go. Hey, what's up, my man? You killed me last time, let me get my souls back, and I think you'll find you're not quite as much a match for me now that your fucking butt buddy is gone. Oh, he has another butt buddy. Hello. I don't think I came far enough to fucking warrant aggroing you, but that's cool. We can do this. Whoa. Kai's the $1. You just need to play along, beating it too much, dealing with fun bear as we speak. Kill me, Dark Spirit, Nvidia, Alk, Windland, this waifu, Emerald Herald, trash. Emerald Herald's not trash. Not a trash waifu. Trash opinion on your part, to be honest. Pretty fucking cringe. Not epic. Not based. Pretty cringe build. Ah, no. Hey, come on. Nope. Dead. That does work, Seabradium. I'm gonna chop you. It didn't work. Guys, it didn't work. I'll trade with you, bro. I have Estus flasks. I come back when I die. How did that last swing not hit him? Are these people humans? Well, they are in game. No, they're NPCs. Get out of here. They're Draenlech mercenaries, in fact. This is one of the small ways in which the lore of Dark Souls 2 is integrated into Dark Souls 3. Yeah, they're too brave to be real people. Notice how they keep fighting and don't run off? I try not to pay them too much mind. How's the chatter? How's everyone doing today? I had a rather sobering experience just a little bit. Hey! Silver Knights, my friends! Oh yeah, they're up there. They're waiting for me. Kinda bad my gerbil died? I'm really sorry to hear that, Anchovy. No, the American failure. Do you not know much about the Dark Souls lore, or do you just want to hear it again? Hey, Nino, me too, buddy. Me too. Alright, looks like most people have been doing poorly. That's good to know, I guess. Hey, that was almost all your health. Nice. Ooh, nice moves. Whoa. Damn, that's quite a combo you've got. Holy shit, Somnio Static with the 25 bucks. Thank you. Thank you so much. Recommendation for a decent seinen slash non-Naruto shonen that's newer, 2017 plus, been out of the anime scene for a long time. The only really good shonen that's come out since 2017 has been Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer was sick, is sick. The movie's coming out soon. That's going to be fun. I mean, there's obviously One Punch Man, but the original One Punch Man, season 1 of the anime, came out in like 2016. Session Amaru with the 50 pesos, thank you. Vaush, I believe in some crazy Abraham experience. Feels free to... Ah, shit, I missed most of that. Thank you, Somniostatic. I wish I could help you more, but I don't follow it that well myself. Feel free to reach out to me if you ever do a video about it. Oh, comrade. I don't think I'm ever going to do a full fucking video on any of that spirit science stuff. That's just some React Andy content, you know? That's just like me laughing from the peanut gallery. But I can't truly... Oh, shit! I fucked that guy up. What did I do, crit him? Damn, I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. Shh, go back to sleep. Oh, that's right. Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is pretty good. Dr. Stone is stupid, but it's like dumb fun, you know? No, that's real. It's got a mark on top of it. This? No. And this one? Will I watch the Milo Nick interview? Wait, what happened? What Milo Nick interview? Shackley, the song people kept sending me was Yorno's theme from Golden Wind. Would you have a chat or debate with any sort of mystics? I mean, I'm speaking with like a young Earth creationist in a month or two, right? Does that count for something? Somniostatic, yes they did. It looks pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of turn-based strategy games. I've never seen Of Mice and Men. How's the chatter? Milo did an interview with Nick and it's really fucking funny. Ah, shit, I should go over that. Okay, wait, hold on. No? What? There we go. Incoming frustrating death. Gayfesh, don't worry about it, okay? Gayfesh, unironically, I do want to do it, but I have been completely non-functional due to depression. All I've been able to do each day is get up to stream and stream for like 4 hours and maybe release a video. And that's the entire extent of what I have been able to do. Alright, listen up, guys. These guys over here are crazy fucking strong. Okay, we get one. Okay, he's gonna jump. Dodge! Dodge! Fuck. Heal. He does his charge attack, which leaves tons of opening. Who? Who? We got this one. Oh, we got it in the bag! Nice! I remember how many times I died to those guys the first time I tried fighting them. Hey, thank you, C. Bradium. I really appreciate it. Oh, but I meant to say, what is the lore of the dude in this room? This is Archdeacon MacDonald. Archdeacon MacDonald was one of the underlings of Saint Aldrich of the Deep. He ran this cathedral, this whole cathedral, and his goal, along with Saint Aldrich of the Deep, was to put themselves in a position where they would be set should the Age of Dark come. So he collects human dregs, which are meant to be the heaviest things in the universe. Oh shit! We're gonna double chug on that one. Because we get a bonfire once we take this guy out. What hit me there? I do not know what hit me after I dodged that jump successfully. Ooh. Okay, I know what hit me that time. Okay. Oh my fucking god! Okay. Shit. Better not get hit. Damn it! That's my fault. We'll get back there faster this time. I did the first one so well, though. Should have embered? I did. I did not have a chance to ember there, comrade. Any death in Dark Souls is your fault, with a few exceptions. Would you ever stream Stellaris? No, I'm afraid that's just not my type of game. Ready for Boogie Fash? Dude, did you guys not see that clip from, like, the other day? Fucking Boogie went on some geeky podcast with a variety of people. One of them was Dick Masterson. And he talked about how he would want to have Rey from Star Wars as his waifu because she has daddy issues and he could, like, emotionally break her easier or something. And he was, like, laughing, and even Dick Masterson, who is a Nazi, looked uncomfortable. It was quality. That's Boogie's whole shtick. Guys, Boogie's whole shtick is acting about as creepy as Onision and being about as much of a piece of shit, but he does it while keeping the nice guy persona a little more intact. Also, he likes him a little older, to my knowledge. But Boogie is in the same tier of, like, disgusting lolcow. Do you want a link for the Nicky Milo meme? I'm pretty sure I could find it. Don't worry, comrade. Whew. Speaking as someone who fantasizes about older women breaking him, even that feels weird. Well, it depends on the context in which you express your interest, you know? Lots of people have wonky fucking kinks. Nobody's shaming... Well, okay. Some people are shaming that. But there's a big difference between that and Session Amara with the 20 pesos, thank you. Would you ever play the Mega Man X series or not into them? I'm not a huge fan of the Mega Man games. What was that game that was like Mega Man but wasn't and it was really good? Not Mighty Number 9, obviously. Wasn't there some indie game that was obviously taking pointers from how Mega Man functioned? And it was really good? Shovel Knight! Shovel Knight. Now, obviously, like, not exactly a 1-to-1 ratio. Shovel Knight was a phenomenal game, though. Oh, that's right! They don't come back after you kill them. Alright, come on, buddy. Have you guys seen this big anti-porn spree from the conservatards on fucking Twitter? Don't do it again. He did it again. What? I feel like I didn't get a chance to dodge roll there as much as I would have liked to, but that's okay. Don't worry, I got the souls before I died. I've seen bits and pieces. What is it about? Is this like the no fap movement? No, it's a Nazi thing. I think it started with the Gab. You guys remember Gab? It's supposed to be like the free speech site or whatever. The alternative to Reddit? Was that Gib? I fucking forget. I can't keep track of all this stuff. No, it's meant to be like some big free speech thing. Anyway, Gab on Twitter has been talking about how they unironically want to ban all pornography. Then Mark Walsh came out and said that he believes that all pornographers should be deplatformed and even arrested. And these are Nazi. Oh, Gab is Nazi Twitter. Vote is Nazi Reddit. There we go. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, vote. We're just gonna run past these guys, I think. But, a Plague Wielder with a $5. Thank you! Murky and Notkin are dead. I'm having a sad. Aw, comrade. Hey, listen, it's a tough fucking game, okay? Godspeed. My first run of Pathologic 2, none of my characters died, but I had had a ton of experience playing Pathologic 1. So I came into it with more knowing juice. You know? But anyhow, and Mark Walsh said that he wants to deplatform and arrest pornographers. Have you guys seen a lot of these whole, like, Christian Zoomer memes going around about rejecting degenerate pornography and how, like, it damages your mind and soul or whatever? The real reason why a lot of these people are going on about this is because of the standard Nazi Jewish pornographers trope, which is about as old as, well, about as old as the porn industry. The idea is that Jews run the porn industry, and they use that position of power to promote interracial sex and relationships, which is used to breed out the white people. Okay, don't do it. He did it, but he waited. He didn't wait. Whew. No. Please make a video on Pathologic. As much as I would love to, and I'm being serious when I say that, as much as I would love to, there's absolutely no incentive in it for me. Hey, really? Okay, dude. H-Bomber already did a really, really good video on it, which I doubt I could top, at least in quality. And also, that's just not my audience, you know? Oh, I saw For My Report. Did you play Pathologic with a guide or raw dog it? I played the first one with a guide the first time because I was younger and I legitimately didn't understand what was going on. My second playthrough I played just on its own, and Pathologic 2 I played on its own, without a guide. Actually, I think there was one thing I looked up in Pathologic 2. I was curious to the effect of something. It was like a wiki check. Caius with the $1, 10k souls late in the Famberge finally dropped, so take even more by a Proplux while I slay ass the pugged weapon art. Dude, I can't fucking work with the Flamberg, okay? I cannot. I'm proud of you for making it work. Kind of. Pretty sure a good 69% of your audience is gamers, bruh. I also don't edit videos. Editing videos is pretty fucking important. Yeah, just fuck me up. Editing, yeah. Editing videos is really important for media analysis, so you can splice your commentary over portions of the game you're referring to. Yeah, it does, Horky. But anyway, yeah, it's the Jewish pornographers trope with the conservatives. It's a pretty fun meme. How much they're rejecting their previous claim to being pro-free speech. And by a good meme, I mean, it's a good meme. It was obviously always going to be the case. Conservatives have always been anti-free speech, but it's definitely reaching ahead. One thing that I do like, though, is that the strength of conservatism today relies in its ability to cater to the interests of the business class. That's why the Republican Party has the power that it does. That's why, in spite of the fact that global warming is an objective, undeniably human-caused fact, we still have conversations about it. Because the Republican Party works alongside big business to promote the interests of those business, right? So the moment neo-Nazis and other conservative groups start doing things which aren't profitable, they lose that protection. It'll be a rocky period of time, sure, but... oh, fuck me! We're being invaded. What?! Okay. I need fucking Clipmeisters going back on that. That was nearly my whole health. That is more than the amount of health than I typically lose. Yeah, I got fucking one shot. What the fuck? Alright, well, no point in embering if you're gonna get one shot. I hope that Aldrich faithful enjoys their fucking proof of Concord kept. Sorry, Pig. Nice try. Wait, Pig Puncher, was that you? Were you that Aldrich faithful? Did you watch the last Destiny video? Yes. Why do people keep asking that? You take more damage if you mistime your roll. That felt like double damage, but... Oh shit, that was Pig Puncher. Nice try. Should you provide that info to their employer? Oh yeah, Andre BC. If anyone starts doing Nazi shit, you should do everything in your power to make their lives miserable. Even previous friends? They're Nazis. Friendship doesn't matter to Nazis. I don't know why it should matter to you when dealing with Nazis. Yeah, I must have, yeah, vulnerable animation frame, definitely. It just hurt. What about fam? What about it? Come here. This is pathetic. I killed your brother with like one Estus flask on my first attempt. Come on. See, I really don't feel like that should have... Do you think there will come a time when politics is a protected class? No. The point of protected classes has always been to make unlawful discrimination against people for their demographic identity. God damn it! Do you think it's easier to fight this guy in a closed environment? I think it is. Do you agree, though, that political alignment can be a target for genocide? Yeah, but anything... Yeah, but you can... well, it wouldn't be a genocide if you're targeting people by political alignment, but you can absolutely target people for murder based on their political alignment. Isn't religion a protected class, though? Yeah, but the idea is that your religion is a demographic component. It's not your... it's not something you choose to believe. And for most people, that's true. I mean, if you're presented... It's not a value choice. If you believe a God exists, it's not your choice whether or not you believe a God exists. Either you believe a God exists or you don't. And if you do believe a God exists, it's generally accepted that you're not expected to have any choice in regards to how you consider it best to follow that. How you consider it best to follow that deity. The only reason we don't consider political alignment as a quality for targeted genocide is because Stalin insisted at Yalta. Yeah, but then you can go down some really stupid road. Like, oh, did we genocide Nazis at the bombing of Berlin? Was that a genocide? The Nazis did one genocide against the Jews, and we did one genocide against the Nazis, so it's all even, right? Don't you think people can be pressured into believing certain political ideas the same way people are pressured into being religious? Yes. But keep in mind... religion can also facilitate political values that you are free to discriminate against. So, even if you can't discriminate against a person for their faith, if there's like a Muslim, and this person is like crazy fucking homophobic, you can absolutely fire them for that, or be discriminatory against them for that reason. That you are absolutely allowed to do. The way in which one's beliefs interact with one's identity in a demographic sense are really complicated, especially when it comes to legal explanations. How the hell is religion not a choice? Are you kidding? Most people don't choose to believe in God, they're indoctrinated into believing it at a young age. You know... Play around the pillars? I beat the first one so easily. Use the pillars? Fuck you. Use my cock. Bernie's economic policies are insane, can't change my view. Okay. I mean, you know I'm a leftist. I obviously don't think Bernie would go far enough. Bernie goes as far as you can while still being reasonably capable of being president of the United States. Shut the fuck up, Pig Puncher. Do you prefer Witcher 2 or Witcher 3 more? I haven't played Witcher... Oh wait, yes, I did play Witcher 2. Witcher 2 is fucking ass, dude. Josh Ferguson with the $2. Thank you, Coal Pine Resin. Fuck you. I don't need no goddamn cheat code motherfucking fire damage ass buffs. Get out of my fucking face. Nor will I try to, Bread Warrior. Alright. Alright. I barely played any of Witcher 2. I found it such an impenetrable game. No, I don't like them, Never Failure, not at all. I'm not a protectionist. Well, it's not really anyone's choice to stay indoctrinated, but you can hold people more accountable for any unodious political views they have than you can for their actual faith. Again, keep in mind, you can't discriminate against a person for being Muslim, but you can discriminate against a person for being homophobic or sexist. That's fine. Come on. Come on. Yes, he always does that second bite after. Whenever he does that type of lunge, there's a second... What?! No, 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 no. I was looking at my health bar that time. He hit me twice. That's fucking busted. Does the tail hit you too? It's generally accepted that a boss shouldn't have two distinct hitboxes at the same time. Because if it does and you get caught between them, you can get one shot. That one was bullshit. Alright, dude. Still my fault? Yeah, still my fault. Bernie wants an 8% fucking wealth tax? Yeah? Is Cuba good? Cuba's pretty alright. Yeah, I think right now we've actually died more to this fucker than we did to Pontiff Sulivan. How did you feel about the gay wedding cake thing a while ago? What, you mean like the gays forced me to bake my wedding cake things that conservatives still won't shut the fuck up about? Well, it's very cringe, Pig Puncher. Yeah, maybe Dork Moonblade. Nice name. I don't know what the practical consequences of pushing for a wealth tax would be as opposed to an income tax. Like, I don't know what the different implementation difficulties would be. That's something that I would need to look more into. Oh, well, I thought I dodged that. No, 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 no. What? Why'd you stop? Hey, come on. A fucking second hit. Okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh, I hate this fucking dog. Ah, I should have run forward. Vaush, do we have D&D tomorrow? Pig Puncher, unfortunately, no. I've been feeling like such unrepentant dog shit lately. The idea of like doing public DMing actually makes me want to kill myself, unironically. Until I feel better, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to put a hiatus on that. All the materials are prepped and stuff, so I am sorry. Dude! Oh, your dog has laser therapy tomorrow? Okay, well, not my fault. Can we bring an end to this charade? Or just kill me right at the end when you have no health. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Die! Oh my god. Alright, we did it. Is it cringe to say eat the rich? You'll notice that I never say it. Which do you recommend for a first foray into Souls-likes? Hollow Knight, Dark Souls 3, or Bloodborne? That definitely depends on the person. Hollow Knight is one of the best games that I have ever played, so... Hey, Archdeacon. Big boy. Look at him. Large lad. Alatia, I just think that demographically, it's a little bit naive to say that, like, religion is a choice. That's kind of like saying that your language is a choice. Like, technically, you can choose which language you speak, but in practice, the language you speak will be determined by your upbringing, and in, like, 99% of cases from that point forward, it's just going to be a product of that, without any sort of input or choice being made after that point. What about Vor the Rich? I don't like the Eat the Rich thing because I don't think it communicates any interesting information. It doesn't bring anybody across to our side, and it doesn't scare anyone who needs scaring. It's just not my thing. Now, if you want to do it with friends or whatever, like, that's totally cool. I'm not going to fault you for that. But in terms of, like, actual optics, position-wise, I personally am just not... I think that ACAB is more defensible as long as you know, if somebody asks you, like, do you actually believe all cops are bad people? Then you can step back and say, no, it's a decrying of the institution. It's an indication that no matter how good the individual, the system remains unethical. If a person knows enough to say that, then I think they're cool to say ACAB. But otherwise, like, I don't know. Whew. Now, no being mean to each other. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Always a fun component of the Dark Souls series is that in little fucking corridors like this... Here, let's get on this side so that the sword won't bounce off the thing. The enemy's weapons won't bounce off the wall, but yours will. Oh! Yeah, okay, that works. I've talked with Creationist Cat, but I haven't tried to do anything with them. I don't like collabs very much. One of the other reasons why I've been trying to wean off collabs is, again, because of depressive stuff. It's very stressful for me. Can we get a cool parry? Yeah, we can get a cool parry. I think we can do it. Yeah, Hollow Knight is a phenomenal game. I wouldn't call Hollow Knight a Souls-like or anything, just a very good Metroidvania that uses some Souls-like mechanics. Yeah, I remember that pig puncher. Whatever, it's still a fun and memorable segment of the game. Alright, come over here, bucko. Come over here, bucko. Oh wait, cool parry, I forgot. We gotta do a cool parry. Come over here. No, no. I mean, if he's just gonna give me free hits like that, then I'll just kill him. How often do you and Pig actually talk to each other? I mean, we have a group chat, so I don't participate in it that much because I'm pretty busy, but I mean, I talk to Pig probably more than almost any other person online. Nope, that's way too early. Also too early. You looking forward to Cyberpunk? Yeah, why not? There we go. Fucking two of them. The Halo TV series will be cringe, and you know it. Thoughts on Neo? Never played it. What do you do when you're almost an incel, but you've gotten your shit together in the basic ways, but you don't know what to do next? Bionicle fucker, the next thing that you need to do is start meeting other people. Try to go out and put yourself in social situations where you have a shared interest with the other people there. Put yourself in those positions and go there with the intention of just communicating, speaking to others, and being friendly. Don't do it to, like, get laid or anything. Talking to people and not getting laid is the first step to talking to people and getting laid. Alex the Dummy with the tier 1 sub, thank you! I love your game streams. I love them too. Do you think I need a stream break entirely? No, the video game streams are actually super relaxing for me. Politics streams are just stressful, though. Politics in general is pretty depressing, so... Fuck you. What's more cathartic, Dark Souls or Spyro? Dark Souls, are you kidding me? Spyro is like a good bit of fun and everything, but Dark Souls is Dark Souls. Have I seen the photo Fuentes retweeted? No. Fuentes has me blocked on Twitter. He has most big lefties blocked on Twitter. Maybe even all of them. If you want a free, easy-to-understand textbook on microeconomics, then check out this link. Raymond, I love you, buddy, but the odds of me reading a microeconomics textbook are pretty fucking minimal. Yeah, having an eye patch is pretty pog. Pretty fucking hot, to be honest. What were the little models on the desk? I think that was a little nativity scene done with other people. I didn't really look too hard. Don't you love it when... But Sebastian Gorka doesn't have man bun? Never mind. He considers you a threat? Well, I assume it was a fan of his, not him commissioning it himself, but still. That art is really good, though. Who would draw for him, though? Oh, Fuentes has tons of fans, and he's got some really good art of him, too. Fuentes, like, guy, keep in mind, I'm smaller than Fuentes is, and I've still had some really phenomenal fan art being made of me. What's the crossover rate for Fuentes and Vaush? Probably a decent amount, considering how many Nazis follow me. Is this the same hallway where you fought Guinevere or whatever? Gwendolyn, yes. In Dark Souls 1, this hallway is much longer. It's extended with magic, and you fight Gwendolyn here. The ring that you just got, or the ring that I just got, the reversal ring, is the ring that Gwendolyn wore, which alters one's gendered characteristics. Don't get too fucking horny, though. Because males can perform female actions and vice versa. So now that I have switched to this, as you can see, my posture is now more masculine. I'm not joking, that's the difference. See how I like move with my shoulders? See, like that? Like that heaving kind of like heavy lift? Now look. See? See how it's a little lighter? Yeah, I know it's that minor. I have no fucking words for this, Lamau. Guys, you can't link me Fuentes tweets. He has me blocked. You have to link me something else. Is there any better ring I could be using? You have to link me like a screen grab or something. Estus ring. Why not? Is this the fundamental difference between man and woman, truly? Might as well be. Best character in a video game? I don't fucking know. That's really vague. Alright, folks. It's time for Anne Orlando. Why no shield? So I can parry. Because the Cestus has the best, you Ring of Favor unequipped. Oh! Yeah, Ring of Favor would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? That ring that just makes you better? Getting kind of hot in here. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, wait, I wanted to say earlier... there we go. Nice and trashy. Just a tank top. Ah. Red Eye Sam with the $2. Thank you. Who else remembers Tarkus DS1? God, it's been so long since I've played DS1. I don't think I remember. I mean, I remember Tarkus, but... I should play Dark Souls 1 again. Fun stream game for sure. Have a good one, Captain McMillan. Sounds fun. All right. Listen, it's been a long time, Pig Puncher. Okay. I capped it for you. This is the last link that I'm looking at. Wait, what? What? Alright, Fuentes. Mommy Tulsi. You too, Fuentes. Even Fuentes, even a man of God, is simping for Tulsi. God damn. I gotta do a fucking video on Tulsi. I gotta explain to people why she's garbage. Hey guys, I'm anti-war, by which I mean I'm in favor of continuing the same basic international relationships we have today with our drone programs and the murder of brown children. I just mean that we'll uninvolve ourselves from foreign trade and break up relationships we have with our allies in the region, and we'll basically capitulate massive power centers to Russia. Bug Girl with the $5. Thank you. Dear Vaush, sorry you're not feeling good lately. Ask your dumb apolitical gecko babies what their secret is. I bet they don't read theory. Sometimes I am unironically envious of the ability of the simple gecko to just sit there and be fucking stupid. To just sit there and not worry. Did you light the bonfire? Don't ask that question. Thank you for the dono, comrade. I have seen Jesus Christ Simulator trailer. I really do not like Tulsi. Oh yeah, I still have all the same geckos in Alien Alias. They live fucking forever. They're great. I'm not doing the quest line, right? No, we're good. Alright, we're gonna have to run back up real quick-like because I fucked something up, okay? Real quick-like. I hate usernames. The issue isn't with Tulsi and the anti-gay groups. The issue is with, like, Tulsi and Modi, and the Assad, like, thing is kind of weird, and the Modi thing is extremely weird, and the fact that she's like really weirdly selective in the way in which she wants to curtail her foreign policy, and all of the ways in which she does kind of seem to benefit Russia. See, here's the issue, guys. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this hot leftist take? Just pulling out of wars isn't enough, because there are other countries that are worse than America, that can do worse things than America, that will do those things if we aren't around to stop them. I know this sounds a little bit Americana for you. I know that this is a little disquieting for leftists, for whom America bad is the only foreign policy statement they've ever needed to memorize. But Russia has been disseminating a fuck ton of disinfo lately with the... Oh, I'm fucking dead! Oh, well, I am dead. I was right. Russia has been making a deliberate effort lately to disseminate far-right propaganda in Western governments in an attempt to destabilize us. They're also looking to expand their global power. It's kind of funny because Trump fucked up something that that the rest of the world had been doing successfully for a while. You see, Putin is a bad man, right? Putin's a bad guy, okay? Not bueno, not even slightly bueno. And he's also, you know, a pretty fucking smart dude. So we need to put a lot of effort into keeping him from enacting his nefarious schemes, which we were doing. We had sanctions placed on Russia for a really long time. We had heavy sanctions. Russia was like, their economy was actually like fucking falling apart because no one would trade with them. A ton of sanctions. And then Trump just came and lifted those sanctions. Lifted the sanctions on Russia and placed tariffs on China. Or, you know, Chinese imports. Just a phenomenal 1-2 punch to simultaneously hurt our own economy and relieve the strain that Putin had been feeling to get off his nefarious scheming. I'm getting really weird HRC vibes, Vaush. Do you unironically support sanctions against fucking Russia? Are you kidding me? Oh. Those sanctions strengthened Putin internally in Russia, though. It wouldn't matter whether... Yeah, they strengthened Putin internally because it helped him frame a binary between him and the external American threat, the foreign aggressor. But that doesn't change the fact that he would have been able to find that support no matter what. Putin had massive popular support even before America started placing sanctions on them. He's, I mean, it's not as though they have, like, fair elections over there. No, well, Horky, that's the thing. I know you can't trust U.S. foreign policy to do any sort of net good. How do you think other countries would do? Would you prefer China, a country which is larger than us, will soon be more powerful than us, and doesn't have a democracy? Would you prefer Russia, a country which ostensibly has a democracy, but is proportionate to its population and economic power, responsible for some heinous fucking crimes since the breakup of the Soviet Union? That's the thing. When people talk about ending American foreign power, it gets replaced with something else. It leaves a power vacuum that others can fill. A lot of people tend to forget that. Yeah, I liked the TPP. I mean, the TPP was garbage. I didn't like it, but I preferred it to not having it. This is one of the things that frustrates me a little bit about leftists. It's something tankies do all the time. They'll pretend just because America is bad, that means that America is the worst thing that can happen. Not even fucking close. Not even close. Balthazar with the $5, thank you! My tech guru is helping build my new computer, tried to math pill me and UBI being better than a combination of social change and UBI. Yeah, that's STEM lords for you. Don't worry about it too much, comrade. Just get that fucking computer advice and fucking yoink on out of there. TPP was absolute garbage? Oh yeah, but it was better than the alternative because at least the TPP would have given us an avenue to negotiate with China. Maybe we could have put a little bit more pressure on them in regards to the Hong Kong situation. But now that we've backed out of that... Pretty sure Spencer is an incel after looking at this tweet. Okay. Fucking nerd. Horky, ideally the long-term goal is of course a system of governance. So, Red Eye Sam with the $5 Vaush, is it wrong that I'm going to hate the opposition of Venezuela more than I hate the government? Like I really hate Guaido more than Maduro? No! I think that's totally fine to hate Guaido more than Maduro. I think you might actually be in the right on that one. If I do say so myself. Did I misread that? Am I getting memed on a little bit there? No, I think you're in the good on that one. Is Eldritch harder than Ornstein and Smo, or no? God, no. No, Ornstein and Smo is definitely harder. Would I ever make merch? Yeah, sure. Maduro is not, like, good, but Maduro is preferable to the alternative that is currently presented. Which is exactly the point that I'm making with America. America is not good, but it is absolutely better to the alternative. Trust me, guys. America, for all of its faults, is a democracy, and there is a fairly large left-wing contingent in here that is, for the most part, not getting murdered day after day by government officials and black ops mercenaries, okay? We have a position from which progress can be made here. And that's just peachy keen. There are countries out there that are not like that. There are countries that are much, much worse. Oh yeah, absolutely hypers for France. They're doing lots of... Are you... I'm not kidding me. I did do that. Yeah, Raymond, that's why I'm not a protectionist. Horky wants to hear the rest of your answer to their dono. They said it was getting somewhere interesting. Did I forget to say something? Hey, Somniostatic with the $5. Thank you. It's the same as the voting is pointless thing. As shitty as things are, they can get so much worse if we don't even try to use what little power we have for the better. Agreed. Oh god. Wait, hold on. I'm already fucked. Just do me in. Or can I just sleep? I cannot sleep. Do me in. 100%. Where's the Adono from Morky? I don't see it. Nope. How's the chatter? We're done with links for today. We got all linked out to begin with. You can't rest when monsters are near? Yeah, I've played Minecraft. So hard to alt-tab in this damn game. Yeah, Morky, can you type out the rest of the question? I think I missed it, comrade. Did you hear back from that 16-year-old pedophile the other day? No, nor did I expect to. Give me the... How is that not a backstab? Are you kidding me? Oh, well, it was a one-shot anyway. I'm pretty sure White Nervosa just added the emotes, Big Puncher. All part of the plan. Balthazar with the $2. Now that you're linked out, go get LinkedIn Kappa. I'm not sure how much I would have to offer my LinkedIn profile page, to be perfectly honest. Opinions on Mexico's new president? I know literally nothing of the situation. I would embarrass myself if I pretended to have an opinion on it. Block Caligula, possibly, but that's why you need to impose stricter restrictions on businesses that operate within the US to keep capital flight from going on. Where did the pedo tell you to that? Site chat? Email? It was site chat. Possibly Virio Nox. Oh, Pow Pow Giraffe. Me too, buddy. Me too. Gotta get them chivies. Eventually I gave up and just started doing PvP. Would you consider it being a pedophile if you're attracted to a lot of 15 to 17-year-olds as a 20-year-old? That's a very specifically, or suspiciously specific question, comrade. I'll say this. If you're 20 and you find yourself lusting after 15-year-olds, I mean, if you, like, see a 15-year-old and she looks, like, kind of vaguely your age, and you think she's hot, but then you're like, she's 15. Whatever. I'm getting older. Fuck this. You're probably in the clear. But if you're consistently, like, lusting after high school age chicks when you're in college, there's probably an issue there. There's probably something there that could be worked on. What do you think of this game's architecture? It's nice. What do you want from me? Oh! You ever wish you were just a gaming streamer? Sometimes, particularly when I'm not feeling particularly good. Fuck you. Bro with the $1. No, we started to wake up Junior probably hands to the far right. Bro 9698, I am terribly sorry, comrade, but at this moment I have not actually noticed a massive increase in normies, like realizing Nazis are a problem. It could be because I don't interact with Nazis very often, so I'm not really in a position to know what the political zeitgeist is there. Did I prepare for my debate with Sargon at all? I feel like his arguments are pretty easy to dismantle. The issue isn't the arguments themselves, the issue is the way in which they're presented. True, pig. Wait, no, I have, like, nothing in common with a girl at that age. I'm just saying some are objectively attractive. Well, there's no such thing as objectively attractive, but if you're saying, like, is occasionally finding, like, 15-year-olds hot pedophilic? No. No. Just speaking from, like, an evolutionary standpoint, it's probably normal to experience some degree of attraction to people who at least look like they've come in close to sexual maturation. Which some young girls do. I think we're even physically maturing earlier. But if you can recognize that and think, like, okay, well, they're hot. Whatever, gonna move on with my life now. Then I think that's fine. Hey, Balthazar with the $10, thank you! What do you think of Bernie's municipal broadband, companion piece of municipal cellular, I don't know, party and... Oh, God. I can never... The fucking super chats never stay on the fucking screen long enough. Not to mention data parity and yeeting the telecoms. Municipal cellular isn't as much of an issue. Excuse me. A municipal cellular isn't that much of an issue. Because it seems like... It seems like at this point, oh wait, dangerously close to the we should lower the age of consent Sargon of Akkad. I've actually argued in favor of raising it. I don't think you should fuck everyone you find attractive. Jesus, you fucking animals. I'm pretty sure that if I found, like, a few pictures of if I, like, found a few pictures of 15-year-olds who had been, like, all Hollywooded up, I could put them up here and say they were 23 and you guys would all have a fucking jerk fest over them. And it would only be after I reveal the grand delusion that all of you kill yourselves out of shame. It's just how it is. I think the mature position is just accept sometimes people who are young look attractive. Okay. Move on. Just don't fuck them. Anyway, I'm very much in favor of Bernie's internet plan, the Bernie ISP, the Bernie SP. F's in chat. Sorry, big guy. But yeah, Bernie's internet plan is a good fucking meme. I think that internet access should be considered a human right. The internet is at this point the largest repository of information that has ever existed in the history of humanity by a large margin. The amount of data contained on the internet is literally millions of times greater than the amount of data ever contained before in any sort of system or institution. And it can be accessed by everyone at the touch of a button for essentially no money as long as companies keep their dicks in their pants and aren't too committed to fucking up the process for everyone else. Internet access is, as far as I'm concerned, a human right. At this point, cellular cellular access seems like less of an immediate priority, just because, and this is just maybe my bias or experience speaking, I don't really know anyone who's like struggling to get cellular connection or like cellular data or like a good plan. Like, obviously these things should still be afforded to every American, but I'm just not seeing many people who don't have access to them. The internet helped the spread of disinformation because there were no filters. I'm ready to bet everything that flat earth ideology wouldn't be this big without breaking the internet. Ah! But a contrary point to you, Don Mako Umineko. What if that spread of disinformation has continued ever since mass media became the norm? It is only now that non-profitable disinformation is capable of spreading en masse. Quite certain if I went back to the 1950s and 60s, I would see, and turned on American news station, I would see quite a few non-truthful things, maybe even some pretty hateful things, being disseminated. The difference is, those elements were profitable to those who ran the network. Nowadays, you can get more batshit crazy types of misinformation, but the only fundamental difference is that these new types of misinformation are not profitable to big corporations. Probably froze, but in the absence of any divine way of knowing that for sure, sticking to the age of consent is the only ethical thing to do. Say happy birthday to Noam Chomsky unless you're a tanky. For one, his birthday was yesterday. And for two, not only did I say happy birthday Noam Chomsky, we talked about Noam Chomsky on stream for like 10 minutes, while I lauded him and appreciated all the work that he's done to make the world a better place. Saki Tanuki. Hey, there's Saki Tanuki. I knew I'd see you eventually. Thank you so much for the $5, comrade. Thank you. 911 Next Generation, the proposed system to allow 911 to accept text messages, define what floor you're on in the building, and raise 911's ability to find you 80% in 2018. Cannot go into full. I'm going to guess that the end of that donation, though it has cut off here, is cannot go into full effect without a better internet coverage or better cellular coverage provided to the country. Sake Tanuki, am I correct in that assumption? Oh yes, Noam Chomsky was incredibly hot when he was young. Noam Chomsky doesn't understand the Baby Yoda meme? Listen, give him a fucking break. He's actually like 1,000,000 years old. Can't go into full on this dono? I see. Oh. Oh, nope. Somniostatic, you owe me money. Sake Tanuki with the $5 cannot go into full effect until the telecommunications industry updates their cellular coverage and broadband. Damn. Are you telling me that corporate greed and laziness is preventing the implementation of a system that would drastically increase the effectiveness of our public services, saving lives and making our country safer to live in? Raging Red Fox, I believe I'm familiar with this meme. Ah, fuck, this guy curses, I forgot. I don't know what the attack animations are for this spider thing. Somniostatic with the $5. Guess I'm just a Fed, huh? Well, the true Fed would have known the end of the donation message. Bro, with the $1. I am not familiar with that lawsuit. No, change the 14th Amendment. That sounds cringe. Fuck, there's so much shit. There's so much shit going on, like, all the time. Ooh. Are you aware of the corporate sovereignty section of the TPP? Yes, I am, but from what I reviewed back when the TPP was still in effect, it seemed to me as though, for the most part, the corporate sovereignty and ability to sue governments was mostly being done responsibly, and the tribunal that oversees that process seemed to be ruling with a moderate degree of impartiality. Again, I'm not saying it was a perfect system, and by not saying it was a perfect system, I mean it was fucking horrible, but I do think it's better than the alternative, and I stand by that perspective. The only thing I don't like about Chomsky is an anti-gun stance. Yeah, he's a lib. Ha! Do you think there are spooks in the chat? You mean, I assume you don't mean black people. You mean feds? No, I don't think so. I'm not that important. How do you feel about the $15 hour minimum wage and how it would affect the economy? I I think that across the board 15 an hour minimum wage is a bad idea. I think it should be, I think there should be like, I think that it should be, there are certain regions of this country that simply cannot survive that, why did I let that happen to me? Oh, Gyro, again, I understand that. I recognize the TPP had problems, but I do think they're occasionally overstated by leftists, and the downsides to not having it at all are understated by leftists. The pro-TPP stance is leftover propaganda from years of Destiny consumption. Hey, you know what? You know who else is fucking, who agrees with my position on this? Twuppy, aka Dylan Burns, aka a fucking Gravel teen, aka the youngest foreign policy advisor in fucking American history, aka going to be running for office soon as an 18-year-old. So you can fucking suck it, okay? Just leftover from Destiny's take. Suck my dick. Oh shit. Sake Tanuki with the $5, thank you! Ajit, I have a fucking racist mug pie, was a former Verizon lawyer. He's the norm, not the exception. Oh, well, yeah, I know. Ajit Pai is a fucking horrible human being. Whew. Oh, no, no! This guy's got health. If they're legal? If what's legal? Guys, look, it's Gwendolyn. What's left of him? I'm not against $15 an hour minimum wage because of Verizon unemployment. I'm against it because I think it would do damage to the economy in rural areas, which are already suffering a fuck ton. In our highly centralized economic system, where cities are becoming the only worthwhile places to live, it's growing more and more difficult for people to find good livings in rural areas. Yeah, this boss did eat the rich. Aldrich of the Deep, the Aldrich of the Deep, is the giant slug. Shit! Aw, dude, the way that sticks out of you is so fucking sick. Okay, maybe this is really random and unrelated, but are there not actually a decent number of TERFs in Australia? The only reason I say that is because there was this one prominent TERF YouTuber. I remember I did her thing once. One time I showed her on this channel, and I didn't actually upload the video because she was so out of it. I thought she was on drugs. Does anyone remember that? This is like an old meme, like 7 months ago. Does anyone remember that? I did a video on her, and then I actually felt bad because I thought she might be a tweaker. The Patched Vest with the $5, thank you! Lord only knows I've donated how much in the past 2 months, but I hope you use this $5 to get some chicken nuggies or something. Good stream. Thank you! Probably won't go to the chicken nuggies, but it'll definitely go somewhere useful, comrade. Yes, Pig Puncher, thanks for spoiling the hook. That person's name was Magdalene Burns, and the reason why she was so out of it, I assume, apart from being Australian, which is its own neurological disorder, is that she had, like, brain cancer or some shit. She died just a few months ago. Don't feel too bad about it. It was on Twitch? Yeah, it would have been on Twitch. Possibly Dairy Cipher. There are just a lot of small businesses in rural America that legitimately, like, cannot afford the $15 an hour minimum wage. I know that sounds super neo-libby and, like, super cucked out, like, oh, these poor businesses can't afford, but, like, at the end of the day, economics is economics. If they... Oh. But at the end of the day, economics is economics. If they literally cannot afford it, then they can't afford it. Like, that's it. That's a non-functioning business right there. It's gonna have to close down. Oh, Skitty, I'm happy with what I have, I think. Yeah, Pig Puncher. Probably best to leave sleeping dogs lie. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Thank you very much, comrade. I appreciate it. What's your take on the USPS having postal boxes so streamers can have items sent to them without revealing their address and risk doxing? I don't know, comrade. Unironically, Sake Tanuki, it is something I want to do, like, now, but I've been so non-functionally depressive lately that it's, that doing anything is pretty near impossible. I promise you I'll get around to it. Oh, that's nice, Nito. Of course, there were times when I didn't get around to it back before I had this depressive spurt, so you can blame me for those. Oh, nice. Depends on the person, Froze. Alright, hold on. Let's kill this bitch. So this floor that we're walking on, this wiggly, goopy floor, that's also part of Saint Aldrich of the Deep. He was made a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for strength. By which I mean he eats a fuckload of things. He eats people. He's a saint and he eats people. That's what he does. Red Eye Sam with the $5. Thank you. Mass protest against a neo-lib government. Neo-lib leaders. There's only one explanation for this happening. Look at the map. Damn you, Cuba. Damn you. Actually, I'd be really interested if in Chile the leaders are blaming Cuba for its like subversive influence in the procession of the. Ah, shit! You're on fire already. Great Lust. It's definitely complicated, but I'm pretty sure expecting your businesses to pay like 40% more to workers will cost more money for the business. Oh, Dylan O, you can tweet it at me. Woo! Woo! Stick to magic, bucko. Yeah, okay, then I agree with that, Dairy Cypher. And this figure at the top of the enemy that we're fighting is not, in fact, Saint Aldrich, but actually Gwendolyn, the fucking trans. Well, that sure felt like I dodged it, but you know... Oh boy. Somnio Static with the $5, thank you! Mother Jones article, bookmark this and read it later, please, about the $15 an hour minimum wage. Yeah, I can give it a look. It's going to take a lot of evidence to pull me off of my current position, that doing so would be absolutely devastating to poorer and rural regions. That would be a, it would take like a... God! No! I sat for... Jesus! I love the people who are at... Oh, wait, he heals from that! He heals from the scythe hits! How have I never noticed that? I knew I was gonna die there anyway. Have you seen the comic Irena is reading hentai where Aldrich is eating Gwendolyn's dick? No, but you should link it in chat. How much Chomsky have you read? He's a super dry writer, IMO. Just parts of Manufacturing Consent. There's something that I've been wanting to talk about since the fucking beginning of the stream. What? Radical Kiwi, stop. You'll have to wait till after the boss. You can't pause this damn game. Oh, Asterism Alex, I'm delighted to hear that. You said you had a sobering experience earlier? Yes! Thank you! Somniostatic. I'm just gonna avoid looking at chat for a little bit. So I've been having a depressive episode, which has made me overall a lot more contemplative, not in a good way. And one of the things that I've been struggling with over the past few months is not having any YouTube content I enjoy watching. Now, there's still stuff I'll watch on YouTube. Whoa! Tracked me a little fucking earnestly there, huh? Jesus. But anyway, like, for example, with, in regards to the YouTube content that I watch, like, I have a wide variety of interests, you know? It's not just politics. I really like media analysis. I used to be really interested in esports, but I haven't been following any particular games lately. It's been a while since that. But I'm really into video game design as well. So, like, video game design channels are really fun for me, that kind of stuff. I also like sometimes coding channels. I saw it, Colossal. That kind of stuff really interests me. The issue is, a little while ago, I kind of, like, looked up and realized that I wasn't watching anything non-political on YouTube anymore. Everything I was watching on YouTube was political now. It was all breadtubers. It was all breadtubers and shit like that. And that's good and great and cool and sick nasty and stuff. But, like, that's my job now. Like, it's currently my job to do political content. So, it's understandable that sometimes when I'm relaxing, I would be interested in consuming content that isn't so immediately relevant to my profession, if you want to call it that. But I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. And earlier today, when I was laying down, prepping emotionally for the stream, I was like, what the fuck happened? Did I just unsub to everyone? Like, what happened to the people whose channels I used to enjoy? And I looked through my subscriptions list. I looked through the people that I follow on YouTube, the people I'm subscribed to. And, I saw so many channels that have been dead for so long. Like for years, and I've just been subscribed to them this entire time, and I don't like doing that. I don't like having like a graveyard of a subscription queue. That's not very fun for me, and it just reminded me of how much. Oh God, you heal so much. It reminded me of how much time has passed. Just seeing that graveyard of online content. Some channels just stopped uploading with... What? How am I supposed to avoid that? Got out damage, I guess. Some channels just stopped posting. Some channels had final farewell videos. A few channels were run by people who had died. And the final farewell videos were really actually farewell videos. A lot of them were League of Legends related channels that I guess I used to find fun or interesting. I don't play League anymore, of course. There's a way to deal with these, and I always forget it. You have to, like, juke them or something. And it was so, like, depressing to see, like, a graveyard of my interests, to wonder, like, what had happened to... Oh, dude! You clearly didn't hit me with shit. What kinds of videos do you want to watch nowadays, though? Well, one of the... No, I don't have a therapist. One of the... I know. One of the, the things I really used to enjoy was, like, League videos. Like, I'm a Cutie Pie, for example. I love I'm a Cutie Pie. I think he's really funny, and I think he's pretty smart, too. You know? You guys know I'm a Cutie Pie? You guys know I'm a Cutie Pie. And he's just a big fun memer. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oops. Man, fucking motherfucking ass. Timo. I'm a Cutie Pie. But I'm a Cutie Pie plays League. He's a former competitive player, and I don't really give a fuck about League anymore. so I don't really watch him. I'm still subscribed to him because I like him and I like the content that he does. Yeah, rip pizza guy. I like the content that he does, but I can no longer relate to the sort of stuff that he produces. And there were a lot of League channels like that I used to really enjoy. Here's one that made me feel really weird. Sea Nanners. You guys remember Sea Nanners? What? Maybe this was a little bit more juvenile, but Sea Nanners, like a year and a half or 2 years ago, stopped posting. He was this huge YouTube channel. He would do like Gmod content. He would do like Prop Hunt and Trouble in Terrorist Town. He's on Twitch now, is he? Well, he stopped being on YouTube. His 4.5 million subscriber channel. Larger even than Steven Crowder's. No, I know, Don Mecca Umineko. I'm just greedy. Larger even than Steven Crowder's is just sitting empty. No farewell video or anything like that. It's just resting there. And his videos used to be pretty damn funny. Maybe they were a little bit juvenile. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched one. Maybe if I watched one today, I would think it was really childish. But I really liked those videos. They were a lot of fun. They were very, you know, jovial. Janie was here. Does anyone remember Janie was here? Does anyone remember Peace Pigeon? Those are 2 other channels that have been pretty much dead lately. Janie was here hasn't posted in like 3 years. Oh, Somniostatic, I already made a tweet on Twitter. I haven't even looked through all the suggestions people made. Ah, yeah. Is genetic engineering a form of eugenics? Depends on how it's practiced. God damn it. Yeah, Pig Puncher, thanks for fucking spoiling. The first time I was ever, truly depressive, I was, like, super suicidal. It was during the holidays. I was at my parents' place. I couldn't do anything. All I could do was, like, lay in bed and try not to think about killing myself. Which I invariably failed at. I thought about it the entire time. But the goal was to just stay asleep for as long as possible until the chemicals in my head balanced out. Which they did, eventually. This is when I realized I had bipolar disorder. And, back during that time, the channel that got me through the most of it, the 2 channels, one of them was Bob Ross on Twitch, the reruns that he had playing. Because it's just, you know, it's Bob Ross. I think that's fairly self-evident. And the other one was Musel. Does anyone here know Musel? When I first started watching Musel, I was more into it because I played Overwatch and I played Fortnite. But now when I watch Musel, it's like aggressively juvenile. Like I can't even enjoy it. Like it feels like I'm watching like children's content. You know what I mean? We're finally getting it. Almost. Yeah, I played CSGO. Never really been my favorite, though. There you go. Pig Puncher, in what way is his newer stuff interesting? What do you mean by that? I have not watched any Curtis Connor. Probably How's the Chowder. Anyone else into Pokimane? I've never actually gotten into Pokimane. All I know is that she's a good businesswoman. No, I remember the TF2 YouTubers as well, like Star and Germa. Yeah, Pig. Star hasn't produced much content lately, but Germa's still pumping it out. Yeah, Germa versus Star, Germa versus Star. Pokemon is boring? I don't fucking know. Yeah, Star does Twitch nowadays. Star's also been really sad lately. Every single time I've checked in on Star, it seems kind of like he has depression. Germa's still doing good content, but Germa's so weird. Germa's pretty weird. I can say that fairly, I think. I don't watch Frankie on PC 1080p, no. Nope, haven't seen DNSL. But that's the thing. I can't enjoy YouTubers now if they're playing games that I don't play anymore. Unless they're doing reviews of games. I watch Kurt Gesart, yeah, but I wouldn't consider myself a big fan. Do I like anyone from Vinesauce? No. I've never seen Edworld, never watched RT Games. If I knew more YouTubers, I wouldn't be in this predicament. Also, guys, this is the giant couch that Guinevere would lay on to bounce her big boobies at you. Lowest Heaven, I did not perform that well in college, and the only reason I got stuff out of it was because I maximized my effectiveness during the brief periods of time that I wasn't mentally ill. I don't like Super Eye Patch Wolf at all. I hate his cadence. Super Eye Patch Wolf's cadence makes me want to fucking kill myself, dude. Holy shit. Do you think iDubbbz is far right? I don't know anything about iDubbbz. Why is your guy on fire? Help him out. I'm Embered. I'm doing good. Mr. Moon. Huh, interesting, Pig. After Star's TF2 drama, I felt he became really depressed after getting fucked over. Whoa, wait. What happened to Star? Hey, good luck, Punk Crybaby. It's hard out there. Wait, what happened to Star? I do watch Bon Appetit. I tried watching Bon Appetit earlier today, and I couldn't focus on it because I was too depressive. I literally just couldn't. It just, like, flew by my brain. It didn't... I don't know who any of those people are, Pig Puncher. Check out Pixel Triff's Minecraft Survival Guide. I think I get, like, triggered at the sight of Minecraft these days. I don't know if I can do Minecraft anymore. I have not heard of LRR. God, I don't know any of your fucking guys. Oh, we could get such a health up. Ah, we gotta do it. We gotta take the huge health up. Oh, yeah. Ah, look at our health bar. It's across the fucking screen. We don't have another Titanite chunk? Really? Okay. Really? Do Germa and Star still talk? They stream together? Oh, lovely. Okay, as long as they're still friends. I've never actually been that parasocial. Like, because, okay, so obviously, like, right now, I'm a public figure, right? So I have certain conditions and responsibilities which are specific to me. Like, that makes sense. Where do we go next? Next we go to the deep place, the deep dark. It's got Yorm the Giant. And you enter it by turning left from that. You don't go the way you go to Pontiff Sullivan. Right. Okay. Yes. The profane capital. That's right. I've never actually struggled that much with being parasocial. It's never been something that's hit me up that much. Do you have any tips on dealing with procrastination? No, don't ask me. Don't ask me. I've never had a big issue with... Because keep in mind, guys, like, I'm just like you. I really am. I have a public platform. People watch me stream. And that's great. And I'll always be thankful for that. I'm, you know, not denying that. However, there's no denying the fact that, at the end of the day, my relationship to other content creators is pretty analogous to the relationship you guys have to me. You watch me and think, wow, what good oh, cool, wow. Cool, great. Well, the difference between you and me is pretty comparable. Have a good one, Gina Ragnos. Is pretty comparable, for example, to the difference between... Did I jump down here? I didn't. Nice. I was never a Game Grumps fan. Oh, no, no. Is Vaush almost done with the game? Nope. We still got a good chunk of content. 2 DLCs to do. I don't watch any art channels, no. Except for one very small sculpting channel that I've been a fan of for a while. I'm not against giving non-gaming Game Grumps content a look. I just don't... My only experience with Game Grumps has been me finding them rather annoying. I have played Nier Automata. I 100%ed it. I got all the achievements. I've got a big fucking dick. I've got a big dick and big balls, and they're full of cum. They're just frothing with cum right now. This heads down to where we need to go. Yeah, Pig, but that's how people go. People form allegiances. You have to plug that sculpting channel? Unfortunately, I forget the name. Fishing was what did it for me, non-authority. God, what am I trying to get at? My memory is like a fucking sieve. Also, I chose the wrong way of getting here. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah? You want to take a fucking ride? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah... Yeah, I know I need to go to the lake. I went the wrong way. My bad. You watch Bald and Bankrupt? Guys, if you ask me if I watch someone, the answer is almost certainly no. There are not many channels I watch on YouTube. Do you want silly comedian vids? No, I don't want silly comedian vids. Oh, wait. Guys. The point of this wasn't for you to recommend me things. It was for me to fucking wax melancholic on the state of time passing and how I feel as though I'm growing less capable of enjoying my old hobbies. Okay, let's focus again. It's real depression hours, okay? Fuck. Is People's History of the U.S. worth reading? Yes, it is, but don't treat it like gospel. The problem is, I need to get better at diversifying the things that I enjoy watching. Because right now, it's all just the political content, you know? And I like political content, but especially now it's my job, sometimes you have to have something else. There have to be alternatives. And what does that leave me with? Not sure. I think a lot of it isn't so much of an issue. A lot of it isn't so much of an issue as the content itself. I could find channels that I enjoy. The problem is that my brain wouldn't respond well to them even if it was something that I enjoyed. There's a YouTuber a Twitch streamer. Yeah, Pig Puncher, that's true. But we do develop new interests, and also you're 20. Fuck you. You can't enjoy game videos of stuff you don't play. It has to be very specific. It has to, if it's a gameplay video of a game I don't play, it has to be very, very specific. Why am I on fire? Because I'm a special type of undead that is reborn from the ashes of other dead. And as ash seeks flame, so do I. So too do I? Okay. And I'll get to donos soon. I apologize for not responding to them faster. I'm just trying to keep a train of thought, which is already very difficult to do because chat keeps asking me how I feel about given YouTubers. It feels like a lot of my desire to seek out new and interesting things has kind of faded a little bit. It used to be like, I would take people's recommendations. I'd be excited about it. Like, hey, have you heard about like this YouTuber? They do this thing. Oh shit, cool, dude. Wow. And I'll check them out. Maybe I like them, maybe I don't. You know, whatever. But it's something. It's something I can look at. It's something that I have an interest in. But now, oh yeah, hello. Yeah. But now that doesn't seem so much the case. It feels like that. The enthusiasm that allows you to cross into appreciating a new piece of media is gone. I have to put effort into it now, and not the fun kind of effort, like the fun kind of effort that that requires like growth and learning and self-exploration. The grueling kind of effort where I just have to like sit down and accept that sometimes things won't feel as good anymore. But that doesn't feel right. It hasn't been that way forever, you know. We don't have to just get less happy with time. A lot of it is also our mindset, which is why I get back around to what I was trying to say earlier. There's a Twitch streamer who I respect tremendously. I mention him quite often on this channel. Lethal Frag. Now, really quickly, throw up a hypers if you know who Lethal Frag is and have watched his content outside of my having mentioned him. I'm just curious. Not very many. Lethal Frag was one of the first professional streamers. Back 8 years ago, he began the 2-year live streaming challenge, where he streamed every single day for a minimum of 2 hours each day, but usually more like 4 to 6 to 8, every day for 2 years. More than twice as long as I've been doing this channel. Every single day. He prepared for this pretty goddamn well, too. Oh my god, this guy's got multiple swings. Oh. You know, I feel like your AI is usually better than that. I've fought you on this hillside many times, and I feel like normally you do a little better than that. But okay, if you say so. You know, I do appreciate the fact that the devs made it possible for their NPC invasion enemies to roll off the cliff and insta-kill themselves. They didn't do some bullshit like cheat hard code where they don't roll off the edge of a cliff. They just like roll and stick to it, you know? Yeah, I'm pouring one out for my homie. Lethal Frag did a 2-year live streaming challenge. And every single day he would get up and stream. And he would stream games. He streams mostly roguelites, or roguelikes these days. So Dead Cells, Binding of Isaac, FTL. He likes Super Meat Boy quite a bit, I know. He's a big fan of those types of games. Slay the Spire, though he's taken a break from that lately. And he does this like every single day. Every single day. I mean, now sometimes he takes breaks, but he does it, and he's been doing it for 8 years now. He's doing Dicey Dungeons at the moment. That's wonderful. I've been looking forward to him getting into that game, because I'm terrible at it, and I want to see him do better. He's been playing some of the same games for years, and he's been saying lately, he says this every stream, that there has never been a time when he enjoys his job more than now. I'm trying to think about that. Think about this man's resolve. Is he lying? I can't know for sure, but I really don't think that he is. He's not that type of person, I don't think. He has an incredible resolve. When he streams, this is his own words. This is his own words. He refrains from discussing his opinions on things because he feels as though there are tons of places you can go online to get people's opinions on things. And he thinks it's important he be able to provide a space that's relaxing and simple and free from the expectation that one have opinions on things. That you can just go there and relax and do the same thing every single time. Which is play those games and relax and chill and comment on the games. Sometimes he'll talk about gardening or cooking. He never talks about, like, his family situation. He has, like, a 10-year-old daughter, I think, or more or less 10 years old. He doesn't talk about his past or his history. He doesn't talk about his opinions of others. He never complains about the game that he is playing. When people are talking in chat about things, all he requests is that you not do so in a negative manner. This is Lethal Frag, Hero. What an extraordinary person. Now, take it or leave it whether you enjoy that type of content, okay? I do when I'm trying to relax, and I often need to relax because I have a tumultuous inner world. Brace yourselves. Right. Does negative mean critical of the game? No, bad attitude about it. He's totally fine with critiquing the game. He doesn't like bad attitudes about it. Like, people doing it in a spiteful way. Yeah, he is the Bob Ross of gaming. I'm not joking. I do actually consider him to be very similar to Bob Ross in their respective philosophies for content production. But what I think is most extraordinary about Lethal Frag is that he does basically the same thing every stream. He never shills. He never sells out. He doesn't do any kind of sponsorship. He never asks people to donate or subscribe. He has some of the longest running subscribers of any Twitch streamer. He has 8-year running subscribers. He has a list of people who have been subbed for 3 years or more that goes on so long on the front page of his Twitch channel that it elongates his UI 10 or 20 times. What were Bob Ross's political views? I imagine he was a pacifist and left-leaning, though I do not know beyond that. I can't imagine a person like that could ever really be right-leaning. Religious, maybe, but... Don't worry about it, the Sailor Cat, because it makes me feel good. Can we... He does like to beat the devil out of things. What I'm trying to get around to is that Lethal Frag seems to me to be somebody who has an intense level of control over his mental state. Which is something I think a lot of people don't have. A lot of people are just kind of slaves to how they feel in the moment. Which I think is not a good thing. I think that generally people should strive to have a great degree of control over how they think and feel. Not that we should always moderate what we do and say and believe. I'm not saying that. I'm okay, alright, okay. But I think it's good to have the option to control yourself should you need to. And he can do it. I want you guys to imagine that. Imagine streaming for hours every day for years on end, playing the same video games to the same community, not discussing much of significance, and nonetheless being happy and refreshed every single day. Coming into it with a positive attitude, smiling. He calls it living in the moment, and it's something that I struggle to do. I'm quite bad at it. Because pleasures, in that respect, should be simple, should they not? I mean, think about it. Is doing the same thing over and over again necessarily something which should feel bad? What if you have a child you love very much, you know? Is hanging out with your kid and raising them, is that something like do you do 3 years of that and then think like, oh, okay, I mean, I've pretty much done that, you know? I'm moving on to better things now. Well, no, of course not. That's one of those things that gives you a type of existential satisfaction that surpasses any sort of temporary, short-term comfort. It depends on what you're doing. Well, I'm not saying you can't get bored doing a thing with your kid. I'm saying the act of it, just enjoying things with your kid, the process, that socialization, that's usually something that's a little bit more existentially satisfying. And I feel like we don't put much effort into ensuring that other parts of our life maintain a comparable degree of existential satisfaction. Like, what am I doing right now? Like, right now I'm playing fucking Dark Souls with you guys. Cool, great. I mean, I like that. That's cool. I'm having fun with that. But what other stuff am I doing? Well, I mean, right now I'm pretty numb to feeling good because of the depressive episode. So I'm pretty much just making it through as best as I can. What else is going on right now? I mean, I'm worrying about financial issues. That's pretty fucking exhausting for anyone who does YouTube or stream content. I don't have a guaranteed income. If I end a stream and I see that I've made less that stream than I typically make during a stream, that's distressing to me. I know that it shouldn't be logically. Logically, patterns are what matters. If over the course of months I see a decrease in viewership or income, then that's an issue, you know, a legitimate one that I should probably look into. But for a single day to be like a little low on funds, that's probably not a reasonable thing to get upset about. That'd be ridiculous. Should I spend every moment of every stream just nervously glancing at the donation counter, waiting for the next one to come in? That's a very unhealthy way of streaming, but often it's how I find myself acting. It's not because I'm greedy, it's just anxiety, really. It's not living in the moment. I'm not enjoying what I'm doing right now, or at least not as much as I could be. I'm instead committing myself to mental patterns which guarantees that I'm not able to really enjoy what I'm doing. Have you ever tried meditation exercises? I have not. The main issue, how do you avoid passive nihilism? I don't know why you would ask me when I'm clearly indicating that I have no idea how to deal with these feelings. A lot of this stuff is probably something that therapy is good for. Or another character that kind of made me feel like I could be better in this regard is Uncle Iroh from Avatar. You know what I mean? The archetype of the character who's just happy to be living, who doesn't have any preconceptions of where they should be taken in life. They don't have any grand ambition. They just live through what it is they want to do in the moment. They don't let themselves be consumed by, like, petty disappointment. This makes planning for the future very difficult. I think it's possible to live in the moment and still be prescient for future needs. So much of that comes with age, though. Some neostatic possibly, but there are also a lot of people, I feel, who just get older and are just terrified of death and regretful of the lives they could have... Oh, babyface, hello. And regretful of the lives they didn't live. And even though they're old, like, they don't get any better at dealing with that with time. Roasty my toasty, that's another thing that makes me feel bad. See, right now, my depressive episode, the one that I'm currently going through, is pretty unfortunate, you know? Really suboptimal. Not having a lot of fun with it. However, I have two tremendous benefits going for me. For one, I have this job, which is, as jobs go, pretty fucking relaxing. It's pretty easy on me. I can take days off. Most Americans can't. And for two, I have a girlfriend with me who helps me in a wide variety of ways. So... what would I do if I didn't have those things? Do I not have the tools to deal with this myself, like, at all? Anyway, I'm sorry for the real depression hours, guys, but... is removing mental illness like autism or bipolar in a developing fetus eugenics? Maybe by some definite... I wouldn't consider that to be the case. I don't think so, no. You should consider trying mushrooms. Mushrooms are very dangerous to people who are taking lithium. Well, that wasn't very helpful. Autism isn't a mental illness, though? No, it's a condition. It's neuroatypical, but it's not an illness. What's your take on capitalist realism and its connection to mental illness? I stand with Foucault on most of these issues. I think that the hyper-medicalization of mental illness and the way in which its conditions have become commodified are pretty fucking destructive to human happiness. Yeah, ego death is not, in fact, what I am looking for, actually, believe it or not. That is not actually something I am interested in having. Thank you. But I appreciate the offer. Do you think that Hassan is an ideologue? What's an ideologue again? One given to fanciful ideas or theories, someone who theorizes or speculates, someone who espouses a political ideology. Yeah, of course. By that definition, both him and I are ideologues. Do you mean, do I think that Hassan is willing to compromise, like, truth values sometimes, if it means getting his political agenda across? Possibly. I think that he does that sometimes. I think everyone does that sometimes. Even Destiny has done that sometimes, as concerned as he is with that sort of thing. Vaush, get you a therapist, sir. This is the best decision I've ever made, and I used to feel a lot like you're the right now. While I bounce around, I am more often the more optimistic and loving lifeline of thinking. Despite crushing medical debt, you can get there, friendo. I believe in you and hope you get happiness and comfort. Thank you, comrade. I don't know why you've linked me a Psychology Today search. Oh, find a therapist. Ah, yes. I know I need to, yes. I've never actually done therapy. How often do you exercise? I exercised 3 times a week up until I hurt my back a month and a half ago, and I have since refrained. I need to get back into it. Ow. What happened? You doing all right? I'm doing just fine, Ellie Rogers 12. Thank you. And to everyone who has donated very generously, I'll check those out in just a second. I meant to just a moment ago, but then I got distracted by someone linking a Psychology Today therapy search browser at me. Yeah, Hyena. Wait, Hyena, do you mean this week or next week? My main concern with therapy, conceptually, is that I'm a pretty good speaker, and I'm pretty good at social engineering. That's what I do, it's my job. So I feel like I'm not going to be very receptive to a lot of the emotional tricks that therapists use, you know? It's like placebos only work if you don't think they're placebos. So if they're doing something, and I am cognitively aware of the method by which they're trying to help me out, I feel like it would subvert its effectiveness. Huh. Fair mentality, Lone Cat. I'm not saying I'm too smart for therapy. I'm saying that my literal job skills conflict with my ability to be receptive towards that sort of stuff. Oh, hey, Adria Rising. Delighted to hear that. Oh, no. I'm thinking of Please Like Me. Gotcha. Well, then, I'm not sure. Argumento ad lobsterum with the tier 1 sub. Thank you! Thanks, Vaush, for preventing me from turning into a semi-reactionary dipshit to a tank. Your content helps a ton with rent deep-throating my existence right now. Here's one closer to 50k. Also, thoughts on transhumanism and GMOs? Thank you so much, comrade. I hope you enjoy the dono. Not the fucking dono, the subscription and the stream. Thoughts on transhumanism? I'm in favor of it. Like, I don't have an emotional attachment to our fleshy meat bodies. As long as who gets modifications isn't, like, dependent principally on, hey, who has the most money. And as for GMOs, I'm in favor of them genetically and opposed to them legally. The way in which they've been used, like in a legal sense, is incredibly destructive. With like destroying natural types of natural types of plants and crops and you know, like winning over legalized, like, copyrighted gene seed stuff, that's crazy fucking damaging. But the actual concept of altering our plants to improve them is something that I'm very much in favor of. I can give Sorry to Bother You a look, for sure. Hypothetically, if you were in an abusive environment with no money, what would be the first steps you would take to escape it? It depends on how severe the abusive environment is. If you're in an abusive environment and you need to escape that shit and you don't have any money, if you have friends, rely on them. Just inform your friends as to what's going on and plan slowly to spend some time on somebody else's couch. Obviously, that's not always practical, but in this case, it might be necessary. If you've been abused to the extent that you can't even form friendships outside of the relationship and you have absolutely no way of reaching others in a consistent way, that's when you need to go to a shelter. And from that shelter, you can be hooked up with other resources. It's unfortunate that there's no in-between in those 2 points, but those really are your options. If you're capable of making friends, do it, because that's your ticket out. If you're not capable of doing that because of the situation that you're in, you need a shelter. Oh yeah, and make sure they're good friends you can trust and not ones that are just going to rat you out to your abuser, okay? Why do you crush barrels in the game? Because it feels good. If you yourself are in that position, I'm deeply sorry. I hope things get better soon. Thoughts on my parents? I have wonderful parents. I'm very fortunate to have the parents I have. My parents are intelligent, supportive. Oh yeah, men's shelters are a lot worse than women's shelters because Squad W, but unironically this time. But ways out are ways out. Are my parents leftist? No, they're left-leaning though, they're progressive. My parents are the type of progressive where they know the country's fucked up and only serves the rich and the media's lying to them, and they know that people should have equal rights, but they don't really get trans people, and they're kind of confused by non-monogamy, you know? How do I determine if I'm being abused and if I can trust that person's opinions? One of the best ways that determines if you're being abused is to get the opinions of other people. That's one of the reasons why abusers' first job is often to distance the abused from their friends and family, so they have no outside perspective against which they can compare the behavior of the abuser. I'm sorry to hear that, Big Puncher. Mind you, if you ever get the chance, I think you should go to college anyway, just because I learned a lot from college. But that's not a lacking faith in you kind of situation. I just liked college kind of situation. I really hate school? Oh well. You should talk to Hyena then. That's her ballpark. There we go. I only took one hit there. Guys, you know how long it's been since we last, took a fucking bonfire rest? Yeah, women's shelters aren't great either, but I mean, if there's no other choice, then... Most of what you learn in college can be learned on the internet, but you can't get a degree off the internet. What made you decide to drop out of college and pursue a valuable education? I didn't drop out of college. I graduated with a bachelor's in sociology and a minor's in communication. Oh, Lone Cat, I would consider this a community. In fact, if I had to stream every single day, and I had to choose what type of stream I would do, I would choose this highly politically charged video game streams over the politics streams every single day of the week, unquestionably. Why do you think ANCAPs are less likely to reason with than regular libertarians? I've just never met an ANCAP who wasn't a crypto-fascist. What was your GPA? Don't worry about it. Is it class reductionist to only advocate for economic shit and basically play Nazbol for the sake of rhetoric? Yeah, it kinda is. I'm not interested in a country that collectively agrees that the rich are a problem and then goes on to agree that also the Jews are a problem and the gays are a problem and fucking women are a problem. In many, I would much rather live in a progressive capitalist state than a like oppressively reactionary socialist state. These fucking guys. Thank you, Ilya. What's Wellbritrin? Is that an SSRI? It'd be neat. I'm just referring to Peter Coffin's comment that a lot of online communities, like with Twitter, aren't really communities. No, that's totally true. This is why I talk about the left is a advocacy space, not a social space. I've said this many times. What fucking BreadTube? None of these people are fucking friends with each other. Now, the content creators might be, but I don't think people are like... It's not a fucking social space. People try to make it a social space sometimes, and it fails. It's not good. It's a fucking bad meme. They're not social spaces. They're political advocacy spaces. Oh, yeah, this one's fucking crazy! No! Let me live. Let me live. I've never gotten hit with that attack before. I've never gotten hit by that one. Yeah, good thing I got all that extra health. I just barely fucking survived that. That was a bullshit hitbox? Yeah, maybe. Hunter Avalone is definitely moving further towards the left, yes. Do you think you should sift towards Destiny style of stream instead of politics and video game streams? You mean where I do politics most of the time and video games most of the time and step off to occasionally do, like, politics? I would prefer to do that, but I don't think it would be, very pragmatic. Did you hear Adam Friended saying he thought Sargon had convinced you to not be a communist because you said you didn't want to do a political stream for a few days? Forget exactly, but it said sometime during this dumbfuck stream. What? Is that like a weak attempt at posturing? As a communist, do you think fat people should exist? Now, what the fuck does that mean? That's like asking me if gay people should exist. They're there already. They're always going to be there as long as human civilization exists. What do you mean, should? They should be able to do what they want. Is it preferable that people be fit? Probably, for a variety of reasons. Like in a broad cultural sense. But as an individual, if you want to be... Speaking of... Get the fuck out of here. Yomna, check out a Radical Reviewer. Better source than I can be. Let them in? Fuck that, no. You think I'll just let any fucking memester in here? Get out of here. Oh, we'll be back for you. Oh, we'll be back for you. I think he meant, can people have enough food to be fat? Why would communism necessarily entail starvation? You know, the greatest famines in human history took place under capitalist British rule in India. Yeah, he came back heavily armored. Well, too armored. I don't trust him. A progressive capitalist state is more likely to lead to a socialist state than a reactionary capitalist state. Capitalism has never had any famines. It's called supply and demand, you uneducated fool, Vaush. Ah, true, yes. They demanded food, but there was no supply. That's not a famine. Winston Churchill did absolutely nothing to stop the famine from happening. Yeah, because Winston Churchill was fine with the genocide of Indian people. Is there an elevator that leads right up here? Yeah, it wasn't a famine. The Indians were just too lazy to procure the capital, which was necessary to meet the selling price for food at that time. That's not capitalism's fault. Or you could just do that. These jailers are the weirdest fucking enemies. So most of the time they'll just stand there. Sometimes just by staring at you, they'll reduce your maximum HP temporarily, but it can go down really low. You can go down to like 10 maximum HP. And the gas they let out will sometimes reduce your max HP, and sometimes it won't. And all of their attack animations are really, really slow. Like, see? Look at my health right now. Look at how low my maximum health is right now. I'd have to be there, Kanga. If you get the brand, you better use it and mark the heretics. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, alright. Back down we go. DJ Zerative with the $5, thank you! Thoughts on ANCAPs like Larkin Rose, Mr. Dapperton, Shane Killian? Also, when you were Irish Laddie, you spoke very harshly of roaming millennial / Lauren Chen. I was wondering why such disdain for her? Okay, I've made mistakes like this in the past, so I'm going to be very careful with my language. Isn't Lauren Chen a fascist? Isn't roaming millennial like an actual fascist? Okay, I think that's why I have disdain for her. That's probably the reason why. I'm not familiar with Larkin Rose, Mr. Dappington, or Shane Killian, I'm afraid. I mean, ultimately, the reason why I have disdain for ANCAPs is because it's a... Jesus Christ, this guy! What a fucking mad lad. Taller than me, too. Do I have the... I have the black separation, Kritzel, okay. Alright, we're sniffing ya. I'm not sure if roaming millennial is a fascist or just a reactionary. All right, wait, let me sniff you. Stand still. No, 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 we're not playing this together. You're getting sniffed, friend. Shit. Wait, no, never mind. We're sticking around for a second. Counterpoint to the $5. Thank you, UPS cop stream without me. I know all about the cars, the armor, the tactics, the psychology. Can I jump the line if I don't know more? Ha! Counterpoints, don't know has nothing to do with it, comrade. I've just been super depressive lately. The idea of, like, maintaining a conversation with somebody who isn't my girlfriend sounds excruciating right now. But when I talk with you, I want to go over that incident specifically. It won't fade that far from public conscience in the time. Duly noted, pig. Alright, where the fuck is the invader? Roaming millennial is center left? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Oh damn, they switched up their outfit to something not useless in combat. Ah, shit. Ah, shit, we're unstoppable. Probably NRB. Danny Chadwick with the $5. Thank you, comrade. That's very generous of you. At Vaush, sources on Hunter becoming more left-wing. Just watch his most recent videos. Also, my DMs with him. Oh. Bakano is left. Sniff Zizek. Sniff. I will sniff you one more time and then you're getting the fuck out of here. Thank you for everything you've done, comrade. Good, yes. I only have a few emotes, so I'll just do this. Yeah! Farewell, my friend. Funded by Soros, you have to watch the actual videos. I have spoken to Hunter Avalone. He is making a conceited effort to put forward more progressive ideas to his largely conservative audience. Is he still a conservative? Yes, sure. But he is making progress in that respect. Concerted. I said concerted. I might have said conceited. That wasn't my interest. Lore reason for phantoms. In Dark Souls, because of the destruction of the world following the linking of the First Flame by Gwyn a very long time ago, there are some cataclysmic, shall we say, universal constructs that have weakened. One of which is time. So not only is this world physically contorting in on itself, but time has grown convoluted. Don't stab me. No, don't do it. Oh, there was another one. Hello. Oh, oh my god, they're absolutely everywhere. Hello, yes. You know, they're kind of cute. Danny Chadwick with the $5. Thank you. Found you via the Sargon debate. Been deep diving your channel since. You're endlessly entertaining. Oh, and I missed the last part. Fuck! I'll get to it in a second. Hey, what? Stop. Wait. Wait. Yeah, these guys are experiments by, in an attempt to, Invoke Dragon Heritage. Any good chill RPG recommendations? None that currently come to mind, I'm afraid. People who don't agree... let's see. You're endlessly entertaining. Keep it up. People who don't agree are listening. Oh, you're making fun of me. I see. Yeah, NRB, when you use the bonfire, they return to their bonfires as well. Everything is linked to the flame. I will say this, I do find it rather entertaining myself when the implied insult that, like, conservatives provide, okay. When the implied insult conservatives provide to your content is like, you're entertaining or cringeworthy or something. Because most of the stuff that I've been doing in this stream in particular, for example, has been, I think, fairly relatable, not even necessarily left-leaning content, mostly talking about getting older and depression and stuff like that. But because the right doesn't actually have strong political positions, they just have, like, feelings, to them, endlessly entertaining means I have a man bun and I stream. Or, like, I am overweight and I'm on a camera. I think that's what they tend to mean when they say endlessly entertaining. That's usually what they're getting around by. Oh, you guys aren't excited for Buttigieg to sweep the elections and become our next president? You're not here for a Weasley little rat becoming the president? Hey, dude. I have not Pata Negra. High hopes for the living. That's true. Ooh. Also, the person who donated that donated $5 with no donation message beforehand. Do you think their original attempt was to make fun of me in the first dono, but they kind of like fucked it up? Like they didn't really know how to type in the message, so they ended up giving me $5 twice? Let's wait for our maximum health to come back. There we go. The guy who donated is in YouTube chat and says he wasn't making fun of you? Really? A little ambiguous language there. It sounds like something you would do to make fun of somebody, but it could be I'm just too used to getting made fun of by the Kiwi Farms types. Now I feel bad if that's the case. Oh, I see. I wasn't trying to insult you, man. You got me into your channel. I'm here. I meant it as a compliment that you have appealed to people who don't agree with you. Oh, okay. Danny Chadwick, that is a wonderful thing. My apologies. I've been a little bit negative lately anyway, so I'm probably more bound to interpret things in a negative light. If you ever want to actually be able to speak to me and not just hope that one of my website chatters will point out to me that you're typing in YouTube chat, you should come on my website chat. God damn it, really? I was hitting roll that entire time. Holy shit. Please get a bow. I never use a bow in this game. I never, ever, ever use a bow in this game. Because I'm not a little fucking cucky-ass cuck boy like you. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Will you do a tier maker of non-Bernie candidate stands by annoyance and go over why? I just might, comrade. I have encountered far too many fucking Kamala and Warren stands to not. And Frenic31 with the $1. What, you don't support Buttigieg for president? What are you, some kind of homophobe? Hey, listen. I fuck enough ass to compensate on the back end, alright? I can say, I have for the fucking F pass, okay? I got the F slur pass. I'm gay enough. I'm hip. Well, the patched vest, sometimes that really is all that you can hope for, right? Sometimes that really is all you can hope for. The most recent Sargon debate, I didn't do the best job in regards to presenting my positions to a broader audience, but that won't be my last debate with Sargon. Haha, thanks. The enemies do telegraph their attacks. Sometimes it can just take some knowing to understand how they do so. But basically every attack in this game has a clear telegraph if you know how to look for it. Getting better, iDementia. Are you gonna do something about the reactionaries on Twitter trying to ban porn? Damn right I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna talk about it on stream. I mean, what else can I do, right? Of course I've had flaming hot Cheetos. I don't like them very much, though. They're not my favorite. Only if you're comfortable, Raging Red Fox. Yeah, I could just drop my own porn. God damn it, dude! At least I got the souls first. These fucking guys, the hit stun on their main attacks is fucking crazy! If you get hit by one of them, you're stuck there for like 3/4 of a second. I just need to play it more careful, I'm just getting impatient. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Peter Memes Bourgeoisie looks like he escaped the Keebler factory with Jeff Sessions. Yeah, they do have very strong elf-like characteristics, do they not? There's no getting around that, is there? I think we can all agree on this, though, and I apologize if I'm, you know, upsetting any of my constituency here. In my experience, the most obnoxious candidate stands have unquestionably been Yangs. Yangs and Tulsis. People keep saying stuff like Buttigieg is surging. I mean, he is. For seemingly no reason, his polling numbers have just fucking skyrocketed. A lot of it is self-perpetuating. It's name recognition. Oh yeah, and after you get hit by the fucking branding iron, you move slow for a little bit. Have you not interacted with Buttigieg followers? They legitimately give off a cult vibe. You know, I suppose I really haven't. Yeah, the big meme that I've seen from in regards to Buttigieg is that he's like taking money from private military corporations, PMCs, or something like that. Which do you enjoy more, Dark Souls 3 or Sekiro, and which is harder? I think Dark Souls 3 is harder than Sekiro, definitely. No. Oh. As for which one I enjoy more, I'm not sure, dude. Sekiro? I knew it. Ah, there go the souls. Ah, there go the souls. Okay, dude. There they go. There they go. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Thank you. Perhaps it's that Yang Gang and Toll Cells keep trying to indicate their candidate is on the same level as Bernie, or even beyond in some cases. Blabborn people stream after DS3. I don't have a PS4. I'd have to set up a PS4 and a capture card. No, after Dark Souls 3, I'm either going to go back to Spyro for a change of pace, or I'm going to go back in time and do Dark Souls 2. I haven't played Dark Souls 2, like, at all in 2 years, so I'm, interested to see how... Uh-oh. Cat drama. So I'm interested to see how my opinions on it have changed with time. Skimming Lauren's Twitter and recalling her content back when I followed her, I honestly don't believe she's fash, just conservative. Would you ever try to converse with her in the future? I mean, I'll talk to any conservative. I don't even necessarily need to debate them. Are those your cats in the background? What? Well, I had a lot of fun with it myself, iDementia, but... Who is that standing behind me? You know, I don't have the best fucking sense of awareness, so it's entirely conceivable somebody would actually sneak up behind me like that. Not saying you fooled me, I'm just covering all potential possibilities. League streams so your viewership is on the same level as Destiny's, Vaush. Even fucking his League streams get 4K viewers. I don't know if that's happening. DMO with the $5, D.GG is now saying that excess earnings by left tubers should be spent on left causes. What do you think? That's stupid. They're just mauling over Hassan. They're just desperate to find anything they can to get mad over Hassan about, which there are things you can legitimately get upset with Hassan about. So they're saying that for some reason being left now means that you have to collectivize your private income in a capitalist system. Well, sure, Pig Puncher, but I'm larger than you are. I mean... It's actually pretty pathetic, that particular line of argumentation. That is literally the you live in a society, yet you complain about it, but you participate in it. Haha. Couldn't say, Nick the Great. I have not played Demon Souls, no. Oh, damn, there's like crazy cat drama going on. Destiny has criticized that exact argument before, just more reason to think he's attracting a bunch of chuds now. Destiny has also made that argument recently. This is what I mean about occasionally acting like an ideologue. When Destiny's more mad at Hassan, he's more likely to make arguments like that. Hey, we got the iron. In regards to Buttigieg taking money from McKinsey, it looks like that was all from individual donors. While all the Dem candidates have taken money from individuals associated with McKinsey, he's taken far more donations. 12 times the amount Sanders has. I think it still says something about his campaign that as though he's the appealing candidate to people working for a firm that help optimize the concentration camps in the US right now. Yeah, it definitely does, but it's not the same as the company itself donating, so that's okay, that's fair. Probably Posadas, John. That's why you gotta be careful. This is the other one that screams, right? Why do they do that? Because they're still alive and suffering in the rotting husk of a body they've been trapped in for eons. Oh, the broadsword is so bullshit. Once you get the combo going, it don't stop. Wait, how do we get up there? Wait, let me up. Oh, by taking the obvious pathway. Oh. 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 Okay. Oh, hey, it's a fucking duder over there. Hat! This one's got a witch hat. Oh, Lich, I have no idea. Dark Souls 3 remains the Souls-like game that I have the fondest personal memories of. Okay, hold on. There's a section we're missing. Anyway, yeah, the idea that left-leaning... How do you determine what amount of money is excess? What is excess income? Do you have to live like paycheck to paycheck as a leftist and donate all your other money? Like, it's very stupid. Very silly. There's something I'm missing here, is there not? There's a path that you can take down to go to this pit full of rats. Oh, goodbye. Oh, well, oh no, oh. Huh. Vaush, have you seen this yet? I'm only checking because I'm waiting for an elevator. Hey! Cute! Wait. Who's this? Oh, that's Chomsky. That's Chomsky like 40 years ago. That's actually super cute. Wait. Oh, wait. I can't save image as right here, or you'll see the porn. That's super cute. I love Chomsky. I really hope that Chomsky is happy with the life he's led. Why would you include Engels? He's a fucking dipshit. He funded Marx. Also, Engels gets included in all of the communist lineups. But I hope Chomsky enjoys the life that he's lived, you know? He's very old. Yes? Yes? Are you... I know you hate tankies, so how do you feel about the absolute tankification of our Chapo Trap House? Chapo Trap House is like a beautiful mixture of libs, anarchists, and tankies. Chomsky probably hates life, things suck too hard? I don't think that's the case. Keep in mind, Chomsky is 91 years old. Think of all the horrible shit that he's seen over his life get better. Forward to the far end of that room and take a left. Is that true? Danny's Chadwick. Oh, hey, Danny Chadwick. Danny Chadwick, a tanky is a pejorative term for an authoritarian leftist. Usually one who defends the atrocities of the Soviet Union, Mao's China, North Korea, or in some very special cases, the modern neoliberal People's Republic of China. Apparently Chomsky will agree to go on anyone's show, contact him. Oh, I don't even know what I'd say. No, I couldn't. I have a particular disdain for tankies because I am I am a socialist because I want to enhance human freedom and democracy and dignity. Those are the things that I care about. And it seems to me sometimes that tankies just like LARPing over the same basic authoritarian structures we're supposed to be fighting. They just coat it with paint that's red. That's the main issue. Yeah, how do we get down there? Hello. The fact you haven't gotten a flame gem for your sword drives me crazy. Wait, am I still using an unupgraded sword? Oh my god, I am. Okay, I'll fix that next time I go to... I have never called Mark Santa, to my knowledge. Have I ever sent him an email? No, god no. Why would you ever think... Why would you ever think that, like Chomsky, that I am worthy of Chomsky's time? I think you need to jump? No, that's a guaranteed death. There's a way down there. No. You survive? Doubt. There has to be a better way down. Have Chomsky on for your alt-hype stream? No, I think that's a little bit of a content overflow. I'll need to focus on reciting what I've learned about biology and human diversity to handle myself during the alt-hype stream. Also, something tells me that Chomsky does not himself know very much about race realism. How would we counter far-right protests in a commune? I'm not sure what you mean. Like if we lived in a communist society, or... Is it this? Magic is for pussies. I will never use it. No, this isn't it. Damn it. An anarchist society? You would prevent it socially. Ideally, in an anarchist, having a big protest for like fascism or what have you in an anarchist society would be as strange as having a protest for returning to monarchy in our current society, which does admittedly happen. But you wouldn't want to break that up using force. You would just want to socially discourage that sort of behavior. Alright, fine, I'll just jump down, Jesus. There's clearly a way down here that isn't that. I know that I've been down here in other ways, but I guess when I get my way back up, I'll find out. Please. Oh, that did less damage than I expected. I think you sell yourself short in regards to what? Nice ass. Now here's the ladder. It is Raging Red Fox. It is. Maybe Ometron. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Do you think agreeing with conservatards' non-serious solutions for problems and forcing them to implement them as they'd actually fix systemic issues would work and catch them off guard? So wait, just to clarify, Sake Tanuki, you mean like satirically implementing policies you know will fail just to show them how devastating the consequences of their idiocy can be? Is that what you were referring to? While I'm waiting on that answer. Okay, I'm caught up in donuts. Nice. I will say this, though. I don't think conservatives will ever learn from seeing the consequences of the implementation of their policies. I mean, we've had like 100 years in this country of... Wait, what? Oh. Oh. Oh, this is the profaned capital. Yes, that was linked to me, Pig Puncher. Wait, Sake Tanuki, are you going to donate an answer to that question, or are you going to type it out in chat? Because I would like to remind you that as much as I appreciate your donations and literally rely on them, I am also more than capable of reading stuff you type in chat. Just don't want people to think that I only respond to donations. No, well, you know, sometimes you just get another $5. Sake Tanuki with the $5. No, like when they non-seriously say shootings are a mental health issue and forcing them to create state centers for psychiatric care or force them to support the creation of municipal militias. Yes, another big one for this is when they talk about how can we bring in immigrants and deal with all their healthcare issues when we have homeless veterans? To which you should immediately reply, which you should immediately say, yes. I agree. We need to immediately divert funding to fixing vet care, to fixing Medicaid, to ensuring that our veterans' care is better than what we currently have. We need to build houses that we can use to get these people back up on their feet. It is a disgrace that these people gave their lives for our country. They come back abandoned by their system. It is an absolute fucking disgrace. And now that you have pointed this out to me, I agree we should immediately work to address this issue. But of course they don't care. This is exactly how Jon Stewart ended up getting his bill passed for medical care for the 9/11 first responders. He pointed out what hypocritical little cunts the Republicans were being, Mitch McConnell and such, who will constantly fucking virtue signal on and on and on about how like horrible it is that we're considering giving care to refugees and migrants and immigrants when we have people here we could be taking care of, about how glorious the sacrifice of the 9/11 first responders was, and they refused to pass a bill providing them medical insurance. Jon Stewart is a good dude. Now, he is still a liberal, and he has done and said things that I don't like, but he's a good dude. Well, Rand Paul is a huge piece of shit anyway, so... Sure, Raymond. I'm an anarchist, but I would say center-right people should be able to form a party to participate in our democracy. Yeah, I mean, people... Yeah, I'm not in favor of stifling people's political rights. If a person is conservative and they want to build a political coalition, that's their right. They should be able to do that. You know? Not even in an abstract sense. Our society grows weak and inflexible if we rely on political hegemony. There should be constant political debate about what policies we should believe in, how we should implement them, what we should support, what we should believe in. That's just what being in a democracy is. That's the cost of living in a democratic society, like bar none. I mean, if there is a Nazi, though, I don't want the state persecuting Nazis unless they actively go out and commit or threaten to commit violence against others. I'm fine with... No. I am 100% fine with, and by fine with, I mean I'm comfortable with the legal implementation of an American Nazi party. Because I don't feel comfortable living in a society where the state can decide which political views are acceptable. If we can do it to Nazis, they can do it to us. Think of how often Republicans call the left, like, far-left neo-fascists. Actually, the Nazis were far leftists. Well, actually, National Socialism, so on and so forth. They do this all the time. If we and look at Trump talking about making Antifa a terrorist group, or designating it as a terrorist cell. I do not want the state to have the power to decide what is and is not a legitimate political idea. I do not want them having that power. I want society, the society we live in, to be that which is responsible for curtailing the political views of our constituents, and also, okay, just the cat shuffling around. If a state can't decide what a valid political idea is, then how would authoritarianism exist? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. I would rather authoritarianism not exist, personally. These fucking guys. Ooh. I really hate fighting him on this path. Oh, my name Jesp. I absolutely do. I must have missed it. My apologies. I'll go back and check it in a second. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Thank you. I don't know, despite his continued friendship with neoliberal Esteban Colberto, he's dropped some serious criticism on capitalism and HRC lacking conviction the last couple years. He might be swinging left. Wait, to who are we referring? Me? Oh, okay. Alright. Jon Stewart? Wait. Oh my god. When I read Esteban, I just thought of Destiny. Because that's the only person I ever hear Esteban being applied to. So I think, like, friend of Destiny. Well, I mean, is it me? Like, are we riffing on me? Yeah, no. Yeah, dude, I really do miss Jon Stewart, though. Back when I was early getting into politics, like early, Jon Stewart was one of those guys who made me feel like my head was screwed on straight, you know? Chase Watney with the $3, watching this a stinky right of center to this channel, but I love your content, scared that I might be seduced by you, lol. Hey, listen, if the seduction happens, don't worry about it. It happens with a strange degree of frequency. Considering the fact that I'm schlubby and I just sit here and slouch in my chair and ramble about video games and politics. But, yeah, enjoy your stinky poo-poo. And, if you're right of center, then maybe I'll get you on that eventually. You know? It'll happen eventually, DJ Zerdov. If I keep growing larger, my opportunities to expand into people's brains will grow more and more, substantial. We'll get there. And emotional meat, yes, there's a very, very strong chance of Trump winning the election. Bar none. Anyway, yeah, Jon Stewart made me feel like my head was screwed on straight. Fucking Stephen Colbert has not made me feel that way. Vaush, Stephen Colbert is doing a parody of a neoliberal shill. Maybe. I don't find it as good as it used to be. I found Stephen Colbert funny. Okay. Oh. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Thank you. Do you think parody and satire can work on alt-right or Nazis if it's crafted well enough? Like, so well they don't notice they are being weaned off the JQ to the HQ? Sake Tanuki, unfortunately I don't. The ability to engage with satire and parody healthily requires a decent degree of skepticism and consistent application of logic. If you're willing to be hypocritical in the application of your principles, then it's very easy for satire to have unintended consequences. And for you to be alt-right or a Nazi or whatever, then you already lack those skills. How old was I when I got into politics? Like 14, I think. Yay! Alright. We're gonna try the other way down. That's Jordan Peterson's daughter promoting the carnivore diet. My name, Jesp. Anyway, the HQ is the Hibernian conspiracy theory. Anyway, focus up, folks. God, you know, one of the things that really bugs me about depression is how stupid it makes you. It really does make it feel as though I'm trying to reason through a fog in my head, you know? Like I can't think properly, I have to struggle to maintain concentration. When I first got into politics, I really liked Jon Stewart, and I still really, really like Jon Stewart. I think that he hit a perfect balance of sincere gravitas when it was needed, and righteous anger when it was needed. I think he did a really good job of balancing those things. I think he was a genuinely incredible in how he went about that. However, Stephen Colbert, for me, peaked at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. When Stephen Colbert was invited over during the Bush presidency, and he was invited because the people in the Bush presidency thought that he was unironically a conservative, even though it was just a big meme that he was doing. And he went there and he lambasted the president, who looked increasingly uncomfortable for like 44 minutes. It's a little dumb, Kenjin, but... I remember the first episode that he did of the Colbert Report, after that White House Correspondents' Dinner, he called, or maybe it was, no, it was a Jon Stewart episode. He called into Jon Stewart, and Jon Stewart was like, "Hey man, nice to see you, where are you?" And Colbert was like, "Well, I'm running away from Washington, D.C. right now." And a little graphic popped up of like a Colbert, like with the dotted lines indicating travel on a map, moving away from Washington, D.C. And they laughed and joked about it. Because it was like 40 minutes of Colbert just tearing into them with really well-written satire, you know? Like, really, I really liked it. Maybe it's lib of me, I don't know. But since then, I just haven't felt that magic. He just feels like a slightly more sarcastic... He just feels like a smarmy late-night talk show host now. It feels a lot more... base. It feels a lot more simplistic, maybe. If you want it, fucking fight for it, fish sauce. Godspeed. What about John Oliver? John Oliver's show does phenomenal work pointing out the problems of capitalism, and then he'll back off and not mention that it's capitalism. Which gets a little bit tiring. His investigative content, though, is really, really good. Like, lib shit aside, if you go and watch John Oliver's content, you're gonna see some actually pretty phenomenal, in-depth investigation into whatever subject it is he's trying to take. Now, of course, it's all little 20-minute segments, and it's all comedic, and 50% of the runtime is going to be dedicated to his particular style of joke. You know what I'm talking about, right? The one where he says, "Haha, and Trump did something bad. Everyone can agree that this is bad. Everyone except for your Uncle Barney at Thanksgiving dinner." And then he holds up a sock puppet. "No, Barney! No! Women are people, Barney! You can't just say that! Grab them by the what, No, Barney! My Uncle Barney! No! No! No!" And then he does that like 4 or 5 times more. So half of every episode is going to be dedicated to that particular flavor of humor. But if you can get past those parts, a lot... I know I just nailed that, thank you. If you can get past those parts, a lot of the content is really, really good comedic investigative journalism. And I think that should be celebrated. DJ Zeradov with the $5. Thank you very much, comrade. Oh shit, this isn't poison, this is toxic. Fuck, we gotta move quickly. I know how depression feels. I often struggle with motivating myself to be productive. By the way, just wondering if you've checked out that Terminate song I emailed you yet. Much love to you, comrade. No, I haven't been able to check my emails over the past few days. I actually have like important emails that are waiting on responses. I just can't bear to like go through all that stuff right now. So I've not gone over it yet, but it's definitely something that's going to happen, comrade. What do you think about Sean Hannity? You can probably guess my positions on Sean Hannity. That's probably something that you can probably intuit them. Yeah, Oliver's take on Venezuela was really, really bad. That was probably my least favorite episode he's done yet. I didn't even mind the Drumpf episode that much, because I understood the point they were trying to get at. They were trying to undermine this illusory sort of hegemony of his brand. but it ended up just turning into like a dumb meme, so it didn't pan out the way he wanted, I imagine. But that's the, you know, that's how it works sometimes. He always has a little cute gimmick each episode, like he makes a website with a funny name, or he'll donate a bunch of money to a specific cause, or he'll something like that, you know? Why do I love Sean Hannity? I don't know, it's his magnetic personality. Isn't there a ring to prevent this? To prevent toxic? No, I'm afraid not. Toxic is like poison, except it does like 8 times as much damage. It's fucking disgusting. Thankfully, I can remove it with a blooming purple moss clump. Who's Sean Hannity? Talk show host on Fox News. He's not as bad as Tucker Carlson, but he's still pretty fucking bad. The worst of them right now, Trevor Noah? I wonder about Trevor Noah, dude. Oh, we've got a bitch of a fucking NPC fight up here. I remember. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Thank you! Oliver also has a weird hate boner for Jill Stein. He brought her and her supporters up in the voting machine episode just to shit on them, even though she hasn't been politically relevant in about 3 years. Ha! Maybe he just personally dislikes her. I don't know. I don't know much about Jill Stein myself. I know that's not a super interesting thing to say, but... Whew. I didn't notice that, though. I should rewatch some old Oliver episodes. Some of the insights he gives into business corruption are pretty incredible. Like, for example, the most recent thing of his that I saw, John Oliver's, the most recent thing that I saw from him was an episode where he pointed out that there's one, like, coal executive who uses fraudulent lawsuits to bully other people out of, protesting him. Like, he said that it was defamation for people to, like, protest him or something like that. And he put an entire, like, newspaper into debt. Yeah, Snap, the overly litigious, yeah, that thing. That was a really good episode. That was a really good episode. Like, lib shit aside, that was a really good episode. I did not stolen coil. Yeah, speaking of Trevor Noah, I actually, okay, this is the shittiest thing I've ever said. I wonder if Trevor Noah actually might have been a diversity hire. I know that sounds really fucking bad, but when I think of the magnetism that Stephen Colbert had originally for the show, and I think of how much they played up the him being South African thing initially, I wonder if that wasn't like a heavy component. I know it sounds bad, I know. Now, listen, even if it's a diversity hire situation, like that could be like maybe like 10% of why he was hired. But I think it came into consideration, you know? This is the real baby. Look at this baby. Hand baby. He flops. Would you make this argument if he was a white man? Well, I would if it was Fox News. Fox News has a fuck ton of pearly blonde white correspondents. And they're like the opposite of diversity hire. They're like a majority hire. Demographics play into the hiring and firing of TV personalities all the time. For the most part, for like the most part. How do you feel about Samantha Bee? Don't ask me about Samantha Bee. For the most part, for the longest time, when demographics have been taken into consideration when it comes to the hiring of TV personalities, it's been, hey, this guy better be white. We don't want any fucking Negroes on our show. That's been the case for, like, pretty much forever. And now, occasionally, execs will try to get woke brownie points Oh wait, I remember these. Yeah, these fuckers! This is one of the only parts of this game that are actually bad. These two teleport into existence after you walk by this place. They're invisible. You don't do this. This doesn't happen anywhere else in the entire game. They just come into existence after you cross a line right about here. What's the lore on that? I don't think there is any lore on that. I think it was just a bullshit gotcha. Oh yeah, this is where you can go into the lower area. You can jump down from here. Are there VODs of past streams? Yep. If you go into my playlists section, there will be a stream VOD playlist that contains every single stream that I have ever done. You can go back and find near to daily content for 7 to 8 months. One of the best components of streaming here on YouTube means that everything gets archived forever. But anyway, to speak more, Trevor Noah is just not fun or interesting, and his political takes aren't interesting, and like, why Trevor Noah? Yeah, DJ Zeradov, it goes pretty far back. My VODs were deleted on Twitch when I got banned, but even if I wasn't banned, Twitch VODs only last you like 2 months maybe before they clear them out. Yeah, I tried to give Trevor Noah a chance. I tried to give Trevor Noah a fighting chance and watch some of his content. Yeah, he wasn't known as a political comedian, but Jon Stewart was more than a political comedian. Jon Stewart's goal when he started up each show wasn't just making you laugh, though that definitely was his primary goal. He was a comedian before anything else. His primary goal was much more impactful. It meant a lot more. He was just such an inspiring figure. Maybe this is just because I'm young. He was a genuine man. Yeah, that's his greatest claim right there. He was sincere. And I think in a lot of ways he inspired me to act the way that I act during my streams. I think in a lot of ways I kind of learned that from him. The former Commander Crit. I do flake, but we're not doing any quests. I didn't want to fuck around with it. I'm just having fun with the fights. That's how I feel about Anthony Bourdain. Yeah, Anthony Bourdain's another good example. He was an inspiration. Yeah, he didn't even start off that way at the Patch Fest. He found himself in a position where he could use sincerity and political commentary to tell jokes that would reverberate with an audience more significantly than just a joke on its own ever could. And I think that's really cool. Oh god, my fucking keloid itches kill me. And opinion on Conan? I don't give a single shit about Conan O'Brien. Oh god! Oh boy, we're dead, aren't we? How much damage does this do? Are we dead? Are we dead? Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out! I don't like Crash Bandicoot, Robo Fury Man. Sorry. Talk about Samantha Bee? Okay, listen. Just so I'm perfectly clear, Samantha Bee is the Tina Fey lookalike, right? Just so we're perfectly clear. Oh, definitely Pig. Have a good one, comrade. And Somniostatic with the $5. Thank you, comrade. They look like they just finished rubbing one out and never washed their hands. Ooh, oopie, oopie goopie. Oopie. I have, like, 29 vitality still in coil. If Jon Stewart came back, I'm not sure how I would feel. Wait, really? Oh my god, he turned on a fucking dime for that one. Okay, wait. Then let's make sure I know who I'm talking about before I run my mouth, okay? What has Samantha Bee done? Okay, if she's not the one that looks like Tina Fey, then that's not the person I'm thinking of. Does she look like Tina Fey? Thoughts on George Carlin? George Carlin's a legend. Is she just an obnoxious pseudo-woke lib? What, really? We're gonna need the Ember after this one, boys. My memory's a little fuzzy right now. I'm not sure if I remember exactly what problem that I have with her. Some specific incident. Is she the one who looks like, is she the one who looks like, the main character, Leslie Knope, from Parks and Recreation? Please. Please. Yeah, that's her? That's basically how she looks? Okay, I remember now. Dude! Yeah, that's one. Okay, we're fucking firebombing the rest. Oh, George Carlin was 100% a leftist. Like, unquestionably. We're pussying out of the rest of this. I'm not doing this shit again. No! Well, remember what I said a second ago? Man, they really reach with that, huh? Who's George Carlin? George Carlin was an edgy stand-up comedian. He died, I think... Guys, was it about 10 years ago or so? It was about 10 years, I think. He died about 10 years ago, and he's considered to be... less than an hour, how you know? And he's considered to be, one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time. Alright, well, in the absence of a clear mental image of what Samantha Bee has done with her career, I can't really speak much on her. Thoughts on Sacha Baron Cohen's Who is America? Sacha Baron Cohen is a comrade. Sacha Baron Cohen, sorry, is a comrade, is he not? No, he wasn't like an ANCOM, but he was pretty fucking left-leaning. What were you thinking of when you said, don't ask me about Samantha Bee? I'm not sure. Hold on, we have to kill Baby. He's a big Zionist, if I recall correctly. I don't think he... I think he's a Zionist in the Israel has a right to exist to defend Jewish people thing. Not in a... Not in a, the Palestinian people get what's coming to them kind of way, you know? I have not seen a single show from Hassan Minhaj. Mijan, sorry. All blonde women are the same. This is known. Non-cringy John Oliver with better takes. Is it a comedic show or is it just like a straight political talk show? Rip in peace, Giant.
Lords. But you're
comedic political talk show? Alright, I'll give it a check. Anyway, Sacha Baron Cohen is in most instances on our side of the conflict. Okay. Currently we're getting 198 plus 80. This would be better, but we don't have a single refined gem. Oh, thank you, Apex. Why don't we have a refined gem? I've heard of Tom Lehrer, but I don't know anything about them. Dark and Chaos are the most most damage increase. Guys, you don't want to use a fucking Fire Gem or Dark or Chaos or any of that shit unless you're going specifically for an elemental build. If you don't, damage is reduced because you get to split against 2 resistances. A little bit of a hot question. Is there anyone or any type of person you'd like to see as VP to a Sanders-Warren type? A good vice president. Well, a good vice president to us... well, Sanders and Warren are 2 very different people. Oh, Sake Tanuki with the $5. Hassan Minhaj is superior to Pee Poo Poo Piker in all but looks. Aw, calling Hassan Minhaj ugly? Damn. Can't believe you do him out like that. Well, Hassan Piker is at least a real leftist. I imagine that Hassan Minhaj isn't, but... oh god, you're right. Nina Turner would be a really good VP. However, okay, wait, however... let's speak as pragmatists for a moment. I know we all hate that here. A moderating force would probably be better as a VP, don't you think? Somebody a little bit more popular, somebody who's not as far left. Let me think. That's what Biden was supposed to be to Barack Obama. Biden was so glaringly white, he compensated for the voters who were afraid of Obama being too black. No, what? Guys, for winning the election. I have not seen that documentary, DJ, so I have no opinion on that subject. But Bernie is old and he could die? That is another good point. You want somebody who can carry forward his legacy. Let me think. Yes, VPs are mainly ceremonial, but Bernie is legitimately very old. Hey, fuck off! I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight you. This is a fucking narrow pathway. I'll end up rolling to my death. Fuck off. Or if we're gonna fight, let's do it here. Tulsi is really hot. Tulsi is indeed very hot, but I don't like her very much. Nice. He's in really good health. Okay, guys, I know he's in really good health, but, like, be reasonable. Bernie Sanders is really old, and the presidency is very, very difficult. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Thank you very much, comrade. I really appreciate your generosity tonight. Don't get me wrong, Minhaj has the Indian fuckboy look down cold, but he's no piker. Minhaj had an episode titled "The Billionaires Will Not Save Us." Might be more left than you think. Okay. I know this show is on Netflix. Yeah, I can give it a look. Fuck you. Fuck, you just held that knife out. There you go. Get out of here. Yeah, go. Anyway, I know that having another, like, really left-leaning person... Poopy N-word with the $1. I know you're a market socialist, but what do you think about democratic decentralized planning with worker councils? I'm totally fine with that. I'm in favor of any economic systems which are A, efficient, B, functional, C, humane, and D, democratic. I often feel the planned economy model does not meet some of those requirements. which is why I advocate for market socialism. If we were to instead turn towards a workers' committee system, well, if it met those qualifications, then yeah, I'm in favor of it. Right now, I'm going to continue advocating for market socialism because I think it's the easiest type of socialism to explain to people who are otherwise uninitiated. Sorry, Ellie Rogers 12. I'm gonna no linking anymore. Yorm without Storm Ruler? Fuck that. Are you kidding me? Let's just enjoy the fight for the spectacle, huh? Yeah. Gotcha, Caius. You have some nice arms? I think they're pretty normal arms, but thank you. They're hairier up close. Anyway, Nina Turner is obviously a wonderful person. It would probably make a wonderful, political candidate. However, don't you guys feel as though we might be double dipping a little bit if we went Bernie Sanders, farthest left president the United States has ever seen, and then Bernie Sanders VP, someone who agrees with him on every position. AOC for VP would be very effective. That'd be a good-ass meme. Would that be effective? Is she old enough? Yeah, she's not old enough. But if she was old enough, would that be effective? I don't think so. I mean, AOC and Bernie share most policy positions, I imagine. I doubt she would moderate him very much. You'd be... Adra Rising, the decommodification of necessities isn't hard to explain. The decommodification of everything is extremely hard to explain. Like, very much so. What exactly is market socialism? Market socialism is essentially socialism where markets still exist. That is to say, the firms that exist are cooperatively owned by those who work there. Basically, all businesses have to be worker co-ops. That's the simplest possible explanation. Why do you think a VP should be a tempering influence on the president? Oh, Somniostatic, I don't generally. I think that in Bernie's case, that might be a good way to attract voters. Because Bernie is, or would be, the farthest left president the United States has ever seen by a huge margin. So moderating that would probably be a decent idea. Moderates lose? Moderate presidents lose. Moderate vice presidents? Spau, I'm not so sure, comrade. Oh, thank you, Lich. I hope I get better too. Spau, what I'm worried about is the Labor, Lib Dems, and Greens getting together with a coalition, but for some reason, Corbyn, immediately getting vote of no confidence. Like fucking immediately. You know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about, for the most part. Because the Lib Dems and the Greens don't like him, or they don't like him as much as they should. Never failure, not generally, but in this specific political climate, it's generally believed that populism is more effective than moderation. What's the lore behind the chest enemy? There actually is lore to it. Those chests that they're wearing as hats are cursed items. You can actually obtain one of them in Dark Souls 2. They're magically blessed with the ability to make you much, much, much more lucky at finding gold and silver and treasures and magic and what have you. But when you wear it, it drains your health very, very rapidly. So the lore explanation is that these are magical items, cursed items, that the greedy adventurers would use in an attempt to find more treasure, which they obviously did here to some extent. And that eventually it would kill them and their bodies would merge with the item and they would slowly become those mimics. Those mimics are just the corrupted forms of long-lost humans trapped in those chests that they wore as hats. Sake Tanuki with the $5. Thank you. Reminding that Tim Kaine, largely considered a moderate by most of the establishment, lost to Mike Pence in the VP debate. Pence won by doing and saying nothing, and Kaine malded. I never actually saw those debates. I wasn't doing like online political stuff at the time. Oh man, I'm really excited for the primaries, dude. Or for the when we're getting down to like 3 or 4 people left. You can get it in Dark Souls 3 too? Oh nice. Okay guys. It's Yorm. Thankfully, this fucking idiot keeps the item that kills him right next to him. Ow. Emotional Meat with the $5. Thank you! Thank you so much for challenging and forcing me to confront my own beliefs and being the first streamer I've consistently tuned into, as well as the first to donate to. You're great, comrade. Holy shit, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you. I'm delighted that I can continue to provide content that you enjoy and hope to continue doing so in the future. Okay, we took the hit because we found it. Alright, we got it. Somebody was started with $5. I registered for early absentee voting for the primaries and encourage everyone else to do the same. Ridiculously easy to sign up for if your state allows you to Google that shit. Yeah, I still need to. So this Storm Ruler weapon... I didn't mean to hit that button. Wait, why aren't I weapon arting? Wait. Oh, two-hand. Whoops. Yeah, of course. Sorry. Fuck. And I missed it. That's okay. Proof of concept. Proof of concept. Theoretically, a VP like AOC might be good for the Kamala Warren-Hillary stands and femmes. Yeah, it might be. It's actually insane to me that there are people who, like, stan AOC. I mistimed that. I could have charged it all the way. I had time. Worth it. Worth it for the charge. One hit. One hit for one hit, baby. Yorm is a really easy gimmick boss, but still very fun cinematically. That's a decent point funded by Soros. I mean, you can get a lot done. Oh shit. Oh right, you're just gonna warp me. Oh yeah, people who stan AOC but then like don't like Bernie actually bewilder me. Anyone who liked AOC but was surprised when she endorsed Bernie has no fucking idea what AOC's politics actually are. They just like that she's a strong brown woman, which is really infuriating to me. I hate that liberal idpol shit. It's actually embarrassing. I would be, as AOC, if I was AOC, I would actually be incredibly offended. If, oh yeah. I would be incredibly offended if my quote-unquote fans were that unaware of my actual, like, policy positions. Lily, I used to be more cynical about this, but I think that if Bernie Sanders became the president of the United States of America, a lot of good stuff could happen from that. Would people try to stop him at every step along the way? Yes. But good can still happen. Got a refined gem. Yorm lore dump. Yorm was a giant who was made a king of those fucking peeps. And there was a big fire, and it was called the Profaned Flame, and it's profaned because it never goes out, which isn't supposed to happen. Only the first flame should never go out. But it didn't go out, and it was evil, and people became attracted to it. And one day, a big thing happened, and the fire exploded, and all the people in the city burnt up, and all the gold melted together into a big pile. And it was really bad and horrible, and Yorm feels really bad because he failed his people, so he just kind of chills there, and he's guilty. That's the basic gist of it, I think. Maybe, Posadas John. A heart attack gun has more than one shot. Cringe-ass Nene Baby with $1. Kind of a stupid, embarrassing question, but could you maybe show on stream the process of registering to vote for your younger audience, me? Oh, that's actually kind of cute. I don't think it's embarrassing at all. I can't do it right now, but how about I do a stream on that soon? I'll do a stream on the voting process. Does that sound good? Yes, Comrade Marianne. Are all dragon-type enemies not cursed? Do they ever hollow? If not, what happens to them when they die? The dragons don't hollow. Some dragon-type enemies are the result of experimentation to try and make humans or gods more dragon-like. Those enemies can hollow. When the original dragons are killed, they're killed. To my knowledge, in this game, there is not a single true dragon that resurrects after you reach the bonfire. There are dragon types, there are dragonlings, there are corrupted, malformed, cursed creatures, but dragons themselves never come back. Their deaths are permanent. Comrade Crowpot Kindle with the $5. Thank you. Hey, Daddy. Sorry I can't type much playing Death Stranding. Maybe you'd like it? It's horror hiking sim the game, but it's so fucking fun. Having a lot of fun in your stream. Sorry to hear depression. Sorry to hear depression. Me too, comrade. I might play Death Stranding one day, but it doesn't immediately strike me as the sort of game I would enjoy. What about the undead dragons in Dark Souls 1? Oh, non-authority. That's an excellent point. There are undead dragons in Dark Souls 1. There must be something happening there that I don't have a lore explanation for. Yes, Patanegra, of course. Thank you, GGGGG. Sake Tanuki with the $5. As much as I love the NYC RCV, they limited it to city elections. It doesn't apply to state or federal. It's so aggravating when they limit the scope, as the worst case RCV is the same as the current. Yeah, there are literally no downsides to ranked choice voting. It's only upsides, but, you know, some people be. And beware the purple one with the $5. Thank you. Unbelievably off topic, but do you like any reptile babies beyond geckos? Most people I know who like geckos also like bearded dragons, inverts, and other little guys who eat bugs. Well, we have a bearded dragon, so we have that covered. We have, in total, 1 gargoyle gecko, 3 crested geckos, a bearded dragon, 2 leopard geckos, a bearded dragon, and a ball python snake. And now a cat. They're all very cute. If you didn't have the resources you do now to cope with your depression, do you think you just cope by sitting around till it blows over or something else? You said something about this earlier and I'm only available now to type this. Addy Seth, my depression works a little bit differently from a lot of other people's types of depression. My depression is very existential. It's not tied to anything that's actually happening to me. And we used to have a bug, yes. And, additionally, my depression is manic. It's tied to my bipolar disorder. So, because it's not tied to actual life events, when I feel depressive, I know I just have to wait it out, and I have to work on improving the chemical balance in my head. Exercising, getting better nutrition, that sort of thing, you know? Making sure I'm taking my, mood stabilizers. That's what I have to do. I've had a very bad depressive episode before, a very, very bad one, before I had the resources I have today. I dealt with it while I was in school during a pretty hard set of classes, too. My grades didn't do that well that semester, but I was able to keep it together, thanks in part to Hyena. How did I choose my name? What planning did you do before making your channel? My name is the anglicized version of the name of an OC that I wrote for a comic one day, a while back. So Vaush from Vulcanida. And what planning did I do before making the channel? Nothing. I made a YouTube channel, and then I put out my first video, which was Enlightened Centrism. And a little while after that, I committed to start doing streams. And then I started uploading some of those stream segments. And then I started, you know, not doing the prepared content anymore. And then it was just the stream segments. And then it's just been sort of refining that process until we are where I am today. Thank you, Accidenti. I know what I need to do. It's just hard to do it. Alright, folks. Yeah, then I got banned off Twitch. It's possible Adria Rising, but I don't think it's particularly likely. I saw it, Nino. It was good. Alright, folks. Listen up. It's time... Oh, Gayfesh, there were some good moments there, but I agree I prefer my current content. It's time for me to head off. I have stuff to do tomorrow morning, I'm afraid. I love you all very, very, very much. Oh, Kai is the $1 rapidly approaching your position in the game. If you're ever invaded by a madman with a Flamberg and an aggressively German name, I have found you. Funny, because Vulcanida is also an aggressively German name. I'll keep that in mind. I'll be on the lookout for you, and I'll stay embered, okay? All of you have